Hello everyone, it's GameKoi and welcome back for some more Ace Attorney. Unfortunately skipped out last week's stream because I was feeling a little poorly. I'm still in the process of recovering, but I'm well enough, I'm pleased to announce I'm well enough to actually play Ace Attorney today because my throat is no longer sore. Just imagine if I tried to do it last week with a sore throat. I think it would have actually been horrendous, but it's all good. I don't have a sore throat anymore. So we will be continuing with, oh my goodness, I didn't get my notes open. Right, I'm gonna get my notes open. It's all good, it's happening. Right, that's the notes. We still got several hours of Big Top will do. No! Oh my goodness. I was telling Lilu, oh yeah, I'm gonna stream today. And they were like, oh, I hope you finished the case. Like, me too. Me too. I hope I finished the case today too. Because, yeah. Right. Boom. Boom. Okay. I've got my notes. We're on the trial, the second part of the trial or some nonsense. I don't know. I hope you're well, Wave, by the way. I have my notes. I completely forgot my notes, but I have them now. I'm so ready. I've never been more ready to do a chat about Big Top and hopefully finish it today. That would be good. Alright, there we go. But yeah, let me know how you guys' weeks have been. There was a community poll that ranked every single case in the entire series by Google Forms. And this case came last, and the first case of this game came second last. Really, I enjoyed the first case of this game. Wasn't that the one where, like, he lost his memory? It was really funny when he lost his memory. Hello, Lilu. It's just a bit sad. The first one is really funny. Okay, are we ready? Turnabout Big Top Part 2 trial. I agree. Oh my goodness, get away from me. I forgot about, like, everyone. Yeah, exactly. I didn't think it was that bad at all. I enjoyed it. I mean, I know some things got to be bottom last, but that... I enjoyed that case. Am I enjoying this one? Not really, but I will enjoy finishing it and it being over. They can't, like, as I said, they can't all be hits, right? They literally cannot all be hits. All right, go away. You have to believe me. I didn't go anywhere near that crime scene. Then 2-2 came in the middle. Yeah, wait, which one was 2-2? 1-4 came first. I'm trying to remember which one. Which one was 2-2? Oh, Maya. Maya. That was 2-2. Okay, 1-4 came first. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Manfred came first. Well, it's a good day to be Manfred von Karma. Or a bad day, depending on how you look at it, right? I didn't go anywhere near that crime scene. Alright, whatever. So then, where were you when the murder took place? We talked about it yesterday, remember? I was in the ringmaster's room. And while you were there, it was the ringmaster who left the room, right? Exactly. He told me to wait in the room because he would be right back. That's when the ringmaster headed to the scene of the crime, right? That's what it seems like. But the ringmaster must have been wearing Max's costume, right? I'm promoted to living room TV. Honored. Honored. Ringmaster must have wearing Max's costume. Oh, sweetie, I just remembered. I went straight to the ringmaster's room, still dressed in my stage clothes. Oh dear. But I swear there was like a cape on the, like, on the hanger. Like, in the picture there was, at least. Okay, whatever. But when I got there, I went ahead and took the costume off. Which means... It means that the ringmaster could have taken his costume and went out looking like Max. Fabulous! That's a fabulously possible possibility! Well done, Nick. However, sweetie, why would the ringmaster want to dress up like me? Isn't that a bit strange? But then took them off when he got there. If you think about it, all they found at the crime scene was my silk hat. Where did the cloak go? Yeah. Where did the cloak go? There we go. Double. Wow, Max, I never thought of that. You should be a detective or something. What do you mean? You never thought of that? Oh my goodness. Come on, guys, get your act together. Well, I was never quite sure what I wanted to be when I grew up. Magician or president? You have no idea how hard it was to make a decision. Magician or president? Yeah, sure. That must have been really difficult. That's really cool. Fabulous. This mystery just keeps getting deeper. Alright. We're going to court. We are so back, gamers. Now that everyone is back, let's get started. The court is now back in session. Yeah, baby, we're back in session today. Miss Von Karma, please proceed with the prosecution's case. Very well. I will now call my next witness. A pitiful clown with the unfortunate distinction of having seen the entire thing. Will Mr. Lawrence Curls please take the stand? Why did you just call him a pitiful clown? Was that just regular meanness, or is it in red for a reason? The witness will state his name and occupation for the court record. He's just sad. West Clownadelphia. West Clownadelphia. Name and occupation. Will the witness please inform the court why he is speaking autobiographical gibberish? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just not used to being in court. I've never been in the courtroom in my life. I wasn't quite sure what joke is best suited to this sort of occasion. What in the world are you talking about? Fresh Prince of Ace Attorney? I know, raised in West Clownadelphia. You're in a grand hall of justice, not some comedy club. Since it's easy to see your occupation, please state your name for the court. Oh, yeah, maybe this joke is okay. Mom, do I have to wear pants? The sign says only no shirt, no shoes, no service. Haha. Oh dear. Oh dear. That didn't land. Oh dear. I thought it was funny. Okay, how about this? Have you met my proctologist, Dr. Seymour Butts? How was that one? Aha! Yeah, that was quite good too, actually. But a couple of clowns who are up to no good started making trouble in my neighborhood. Oh my goodness, it really is a Fresh Prince reference. That's so great. Your name? Lawrence Curls, professional funny man, also known as Mo the Clown. You witnessed the scene at around 10:15 p.m. the day of the murder. Correct? Yes it is. Very well, Mr. Curls. Will you please testify to what you saw that evening? A rabbi, a priest, and a Rastafarian walked into this plaza. Without the humour, please. Never mind, you hate the Twitch TV app. Yeah, me too. It's quite rubbish, if I remember correctly. Okay. Oh, poor Mo can't be his normal stoogey self in court. Alright, here we go. Testimony time. I know. I'm not the greatest comedian in the world. I haven't been able to make people laugh for 10 years. No matter what I say, all I get in return is a vacant stare and polite applause. Since no one even ever laughs at my jokes, I've taken to laughing at them myself. It's a bad habit, but hey, at least I'm trying. Imagine my predicament. I'm a clown who can't make people laugh. I'm almost useless. But I keep trying and even try to come up with jokes just for today. But this atmosphere is very nerve-wracking. I decided to try making everyone laugh. Seriously, everyone! Hello, Ifbench. I hope I'm saying that right. I hope you're well. We are in, what apparently was voted the worst case in the Ace Attorney series, which is, well, it's still not terrible, I'm sure. You certainly picked the time to join, absolutely. We're having a time, I can't say I greatly enjoy this case. I am looking forward to its conclusion, but we shall see. Why is he giving testimony about his poor abilities to do jokes? We will never know. Seriously, everyone, what do you think of me? How am I doing? Is this a first time playthrough? Yes, it is. It's my first time playing through the trilogy. And it's my first Ace Attorney games, so you can prepare to see me get very, very lost. But I'm really enjoying it. Do you have a favourite case? Obviously, don't spoil anything about it. I know a lot of people's favourite is 1-4, which I did really enjoy. I mean, it was emotionally devastating. Do I plan on playing all 11? I'm not sure. So this is the like trilogy that you can get on Nintendo Switch. So that's all I have for now, but maybe in the future I'll get through all of them. Potentially is the answer. But it's just a trilogy for now, at least. Alright. What was that? There was like no substance to that testimony. Your top 3 favorite cases are... Ooh. Oh, okay. I presume I is investigations. Is G Great Ace Attorney? 6-5. I guess that's I. I-25 is peak. Okay, I-25 is peak. The expert has spoken. Alright, none of them in the trilogy. Let's go. That's exciting. I'm sure these will make more sense to me one day. Aren't we the ones supposed to be asking the questions here? Witness. Huh? We will listen to your call for help after the court proceedings are over. You need to see investigation stuff. You already know. Oh, Lilu's played investigations. I've seen bits and bobs of it, but not enough to be spoilers. Oh, yes, I got it right. I for investigations. I know that you play as Edgeworth, and I like Edgeworth, but I feel like G is great. Yes, G for great, amazing. I know that he plays Edgeworth. Is there anyone that doesn't like Edgeworth? I feel like everyone likes him, right? Or do I just live in an Edgeworth liking bubble? I might live in an Edgeworth liking bubble. We may never know. Thus, please stick to the facts of this case. Really, you really hear me out? Well, I'll make sure that one of my staff will be your straight man later. Thank you, I can't wait. Poor Gumshoe. Now that's settled. Can we begin once again with the testimony? Of course we can. I'll talk for as long as you want. Oh dear. I don't want him to talk that much. I just need him to give me a testimony. He's popular enough to get his own side series. That's a good point. I'm still waiting for when they make the Akechi side series of Persona, because I would play that. Except I'm not sure that he's I know he's kind of popular, but he's kind of polarizing, right? I don't think they're going to make a side series about my boy. They don't really make side series of Persona that much, do they? The night of the murder. After practice was over, I went straight back to my room. You have no idea how tired I was that night. I was pooped. I thought I'd go straight to sleep, but before I did, I glanced out the window. That's when I saw 2 silhouettes. They were a bit far away, though. It was the ringmaster, and he was with Max, who was wearing his cloak. I kept watching them, and all of a sudden, Max clunked the ringmaster over the head. Alright, well, at least there's some substance to that, right? That's very interesting. If this eyewitness account is to be believed, I have enough to pass judgment right now. Yeah. Of course you can. There is no way that this account can be criticised. However, the witness is a bit, how do you say, off-kilter? Almost like he has some sort of atmosphere of guilt surrounding him. That must be because of my insincere smile. Mr. Wright, please begin the defense's cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Nick, you've got to find some kind of contradiction in his testimony. I know that. What's this game about if not finding contradictions in some guy's testimony? Mr. Wright. Your Honor, I'm afraid that if you push this witness too far, it would bring disaster upon the court. Thus, I sincerely hope you're not going to engage in pointless saber-rattling. I understand, Your Honor. If you cause this clown to stray from the facts, I'll hold you responsible. Oh dear. Does this mean we can't, like, infinitely press? Because I'm always, like, pressing on every statement. So, you know, maybe I should be strategic this time. Why am I responsible? I'm not the one of the corny jokes. Like, I don't know, I felt that sounded like quite a threat. Maybe I'll be a bit serious. Like, how do you know it was Maxwell? You'd say you clearly saw this, even though you were, by your own admission, far away. That's right, I had been thinking about it over and over since that night, but things didn't really make sense until I spoke with the prosecutor, Miss Von Karma. But now I'm 100% certain that it was Max and the ringmaster that I saw that night. Just think about it, how could I be wrong if Max is always wearing his uppity symbols? Uppity symbols? Lawyers nowadays, do you even have to go to school anymore to be one? Alright, everyone knows what to do. All together now, say with Uncle Bo. See what I mean? It's always like this. The crowd never wants to go along with me. I must really be utterly and completely worthless as a clown. foolishness. Get back on track. Will the witness please testify as to what he saw and only what he saw? Hold it. Far away, you say? If you had to say exactly, how far away were they? Let me think about that for a second. If my room is here, and they looked about yay big, I'd say they were about 30 feet from my window. Okay. Just 30 feet? That's not far at all. It was snowing that night, and it cut down on my visibility. I see. Please continue with your testimony regarding the two shadows that you saw. Maxwell's wearing his cloak. The cloak is important. You say you saw the ringmaster get clogged over the head? Yes, I did. It's the climax of my story. He really does enjoy the completely random non sequitur. What would you say the victim was struck with? You mean the weapon? I have no idea. A weapon wasn't found at the murder scene, right? That's not what I meant. You did say you see everything, didn't you? Well, yeah, I suppose I did. Wait, no I didn't. I didn't see a weapon. Mo, did you or did you not see the crime of murder committed that night? I will not permit you to harass my witness in this manner. You'd better have an excellent reason for attacking this poor clown. Because if you don't, you know what is waiting for you. A nice penalty. Oh my goodness, that's like half my health? Isn't this a bit melodramatic? So what will it be then, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Do you have any clear basis to believe that my witness did not see the crime? Oh no! Oh dear. I don't want him to take half my health. I mean, that's his symbols, right? The white roses, the silk hat, and the cape. Oh my goodness. Okay, and they found the hat. They didn't find anything else. That's the picture. He's hunched over the box. Oh my goodness. All I have is Max saying that he took off his cape and his hat, but like that doesn't. Oh, to believe that the witness did not see. I have suggested the witness did not see the crime. All right. Well, he would have seen the box, right? Didn't they find him carrying the box? When was the box? Yeah, we found that the victim is bent over a wooden box. But like, he hasn't said anything about a box. And that's kind of all I have. I feel like that's not very good. I'm rather scared. Can I save my game? I can! If I say of course I don't, will I die? Oh dear. I don't know if I want to save here or not, because if I save here, then if this is the wrong like option, I'm gonna be stuck here forever. Oh dear. What a disaster. I'll just say I do. Of course I have grounds to make this claim. Then let's hear it. That's something I can't share with you at this time. What did you just say, Mr. Wright? I know there's something wrong with this testimony, but I can't put why I feel this way into words for the judge. Maybe we should get a bit more information. Once we find something more solid, we can give it another shot. Yeah, you're right. Mr. Wright, before we resume testimony, you know that means that you must be penalized. Oh no, I was meant to press more probably. You know, most testimony what he told us yesterday are kind of different. Yeah, I noticed. We've just got to pinpoint what's changed. You can do it, Nick. What did he tell me yesterday? I don't know, because I didn't write it down clearly. don't know. Oh dear. I'm gonna have to press on every single statement. I lost half my health over that. You'd say that practice wrapped up around 10 PM, correct? See, that's the thing. Huh? How exactly am I supposed to make a joke about 10 PM? Now 8 o'clock. That's something a clown can riff off of. Let's just pretend it was 8 o'clock. That way I can make a great joke. Let's not. Let's not make it 8 PM, alright, Mo? What do you mean let's not? Don't take the clown out of the clown in the round. Come on, Nick, just listen to his joke. There are 3 reasons why I don't want to. 1, I probably won't laugh. 2, I'll get hit with a penalty. 3, I'll get whipped. Would the witness just proceed with his factual testimony? You are so boring. You were pooped that night? Yes, I was very, very tired. Not to mention I had some bad Mexican food. What? The double cheese, double bean enchilada is a dangerous menu item. What happened after that, as they say, happens. Oh dear. That one was cool, huh? I hear the kids really love toilet humor these days. That joke was so hip, I don't want to ruin it with a reply. I've got a good reply though. That joke was so funny, it just earned you a penalty. No, my goodness, you can't do this to me! Oh dear. Okay, I asked about that stuff. I guess I should do the window. You just happened to glance out of the window? You could say that. You could also say I peeked, stared, glimpsed, peeped, eyeballed. Mr. Coles! Oh, I guess synonyms aren't allowed either. What should I do? I wonder if I should press him further on this issue. Yes! Yes, 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 it's probably what I was missing. Exactly why did you look out of your window that night? Why? Why? Clowns don't need a reason to look out their windows, do they? That's not what I meant. I meant that, well, when we spoke yesterday... Oh my goodness. Once I tucked myself into bed, I heard this amazing noise. It was incredibly loud. It sounded like a giant thump. Oh my goodness, how did he remember that? I don't. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. You forgot? Oh, forgot is in red. He forgot. Your Honor, the witness looked out of his window upon hearing a loud sound. Okay, thank goodness. I didn't lose all my health yet. He did not simply glance out of his window that night. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot to mention that thump, didn't I? That's not something you just forgot to mention. Yeah, what she said. I believe it would be best if Mo were to revise his testimony. Very well, Mr. Coles, please revise your testimony. This should start turning the tables in our favour. Hold it. What was the sound like? Well, I guess it kind of sounded like, I guess you could say, Mr. Coles made the court remind you that humour is unnecessary. Oh, how did I was going to make a joke? I guess the sound sounded like, I suppose it sounded like someone getting hit with something very hard. Okay. That's probably the big whack that finished him off, right? Yep, that's what it sounded like, honestly. Someone getting hit. Huh? What then? You went to look out the window and you saw... We did those. Someone getting hit with something very hard, but he said he didn't see the weapon. You say you saw the ringmaster get clogged over the head? Yes, I did. It's the climax of my story. He really does enjoy the completely random non sequitur. What would you say the victim was struck with? You mean the weapon? I have no idea. A weapon wasn't found at the murder scene, right? That's not what I meant. You did say you see everything, didn't you? Well, yeah, I suppose I did. Wait, no, I didn't. I didn't see a weapon. Mo, did you not see the crime of murder committed that night? I will not permit you to harass my witness in this manner. You'd better have an excellent reason for attacking this poor clown. Because if you don't, you know what is waiting for you. Nice penalty. Okay, please tell me I do. Isn't this... Okay, come on. Please tell me I have something now. Isn't it the box? Surely it's the box. Do you have any clear basis to believe that my witness did not see the crime? I'm gonna say I do. If I die, I die. We go. I've got a great reason to make my claim. You got a great reason now? Oh, okay. And I suppose you'll be telling us all that great reason. Of course I will. The reason is the witness's very own testimony. What is the meaning of that, Mr. Wright? Mo said that he heard a sound like a thump of someone getting hit. He did say that. However, Mo just stated the following under oath. I kept watching them, and all of a sudden, Max clonked the ringmaster over the head. Oh, it's the timing. It's the timings that messed up. If Mo's to be believed when he says he looked out the window upon hearing a sound, there is no way that he could have seen Max clonk anyone. In 1972, oh dear, no, I don't know, we're not listening to that. Mr. Coles, how do you respond to Mr. Wright's assessment? They didn't commit. These clowns promptly escaped from a maximum security clown car. Mr. Coles, are you reciting the C-Team theme to Agnes Court? No, I'm just stalling for time while I jog my memory. Great job, Nick! These types of witnesses always seem to have a selective memory. You just have to peel back the layers of the clown makeup to find the truth. Clown car, Wendy reference, 100%. Well, you're back from your jog? Well, it pretty much happened the way I said. Pretty much. Load bearing, pretty much. When I looked out the window that night, the ringmaster was already face down in the snow. Interesting. The prosecution helped you fill in the gaps of my statement. Von Carver! Tampering with witnesses again! So now you are saying that you did not see the defendant clonk the ringmaster? Yes. Did someone say Wendy? I do believe someone did, Francis. Right, I shall get the Wendy hat. Oh, sorry, I think I might have bashed the mic there. I apologise. Alright, here we go. The Wendy hat, in honour of all the clown car users in this case. I'll be wearing it for... That's Von Normal to you, Phoenix. I'll be wearing this for about 5 minutes as redeemed. Boom, let me take that off. And back to Ace Attorney. Right, here we go. When I looked out my window, the ringmaster had already checked out. Checked out? Yep, he was on permanent vacation, as they say. Oh dear, he was already dead. Mr. Coles, Your Honour, you did not witness the actual crime. However, you still say you saw the criminal. Okay. He didn't see the crime, but he says he saw the criminal. Alright. Yes, exactly! The ringmaster was slumped over and I saw someone's silhouette next to him. Alright. Very well, then please testify to the silhouette you saw. I expect the truth. And if I even catch a hint of a joke from you, I will put you in a holding cell until you learn court etiquette. Got it? Got it. The silhouette, here we go. It was a bit far away, but that shadow could only have belonged to Max. There's no doubting it, especially since I saw his uppity symbols. His silk hat, that black cloak, they were all there. His face was silhouetted, but there was no doubt that it was him. His cloak was fluttering in the wind, so I couldn't really see what he was carrying. The judge actually has authority. I know, it is a rarity. It does seem as if the defendant was at the scene of the crime. It took the clown long enough to get his facts straight. But whatever. This should finally be good enough, yes? It is decisive testimony. Was Max really at the crime scene that night? He said he wasn't there. We have to believe in that. Alright, Mr. Wright, commence your cross-examination. Trillo said the same thing, but if it was just the symbols, then even I could have been wearing them. What if someone had just taken Max's symbols and worn them? I thought of that myself, but just looking at the shape of the face I saw, it must have been Max. You're sure of that? Such a silly little boy. He threw his entire case headlong into a trap. There's 3 symbols, not 2. You're sure that is what you saw that night? Exactly what I said I saw is exactly what I saw. I've got eyes like a hawk. Don't birds have terrible night vision? But that's not all I saw. You were able to see that kind of detail from your window? There was a light near the scene of the crime. Anyone of decent eyesight should have been able to see that much. Out of curiosity, Mo, what is your eyesight like? I can see like a hawk out of my left eye and an eagle out of my right eye. I reckon say his eyesight is a perfect 20/20. That must mean he could have seen the crime scene clearly. The more we look into this matter, the more suspicious it becomes. Hey, you asked me what my eyesight was like, not what it actually was. So, you didn't actually see what the criminal was holding? That's correct. I've been curious to know what caused that loud noise. It must have been something incredibly hard. Too bad they haven't found the murder weapon to know for sure. They claim it was a blunt object, at least it says so in the autopsy report. With Trilo's testimony, and now Mo's, it really seems like Max is the killer. Nick, you've got to find a contradiction in this. That's not going to be enough. What? I have to prove that Mo saw someone other than Max that night. Okay. Alright. Easy peasy, right? Haha. That's the only thing that will help. I've got to do it. I'm just going to press everything because I'm not sure. Don't you think that you're going a little overboard of how explicit you're being? That shadow belonged to Max is an awfully firm statement, don't you think? What are you getting at? I'm just saying that one of your fellow performers' life is on the line here. Are you truly 100% absolutely certain that it was Max? I'm not the kind of person who would lie about something as serious as this. The silhouette I saw was Max. I'm convinced of that. Doesn't seem like he's jumping to any conclusions this time. Let's go over this again then. What makes you so sure that you saw Max that night? Wait, black cloak? He hasn't got a black cloak! That's not black! No, that's not black! His black cloak. It's not black. It's not black. It's not black. You say you saw all of Max's uppity symbols? Right, let me add an objection. I suppose so. The silk hat and the cloak, right? Mo. Everyone knows that Maximilian Galactica has 3 uppity symbols. Yeah, the roses as well. 3 symbols? Yay, everyone get ready. All together now. Silk hat, cloak, white roses. What the? Who cares if he knew that there were 3 or not? He saw what he saw, and he saw the symbols. He just forgot to mention one. Isn't that right, Mo? Do you like pie? I love pie. Oh my goodness, he was not the digits of pie. Silence, fool. You are to respond with the whole truth, no fractions. Order, order. Mo, you didn't see the roses, did you? To be honest, there weren't any roses on the person I saw. The crime scene was dark. It's obvious it was too dark to see that kind of detail. Objection! But the witness said he was able to see the silhouette of the criminal's face. Not to mention that the roses are white. There's no way he could have missed them. Then the roses must have fallen off when the defendant assaulted the victim. If that was the case, then the police would have found them near the crime scene. Mr. Wright, are these white roses truly material to the facts of this case? Clearly not. He's just toying with this court. I got her on the ropes now. These seemingly insignificant facts have never failed to lead me to the truth yet. Someone is toying with the court, but it's not me. Your Honor, do you recall Trilo's testimony? There's no way I could mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. How can you mistake someone with that crazy getup and his nose stuck up so high? How can you mistake someone wearing such a snobby 3-piece getup? Trilo saw them all. Trilo saw all 3 of Max's symbols. However, this witness claims there were no white roses on the person he saw. There is absolutely no doubt that this is a contradiction. Ooh. Now what am I supposed to think? One is supposed to disregard the pointless, but this... Judge, forget the roses. Think of his other testimony. The witness had stated without a doubt that he saw Maximilian Galactica. Nothing else matters. Let's wrap this case up now. Your Honor, it may be trivial, but it does cast doubt on the prosecution's case. Frankly, I have my doubts about this witness. It seems that unlike wine, the witness has not grown more mature with age. I'm not mature. I've come to a conclusion. I'm 99% certain that this witness saw the defendant. However, my remaining 1% of doubt is quite reasonable, which means that for my peace of mind, I'm going to request a bit more testimony. What? If there are no contradictions in his next statement, I am prepared to issue a ruling. A ruling? Nick, this is your last chance! Alright, here we go. The Silhouette Part 2. There's no doubt in my mind there were no white roses that night. However, all of the other symbols were there. I'm equally sure of that. Especially the silk hat. There's no way I could forget seeing the decorations on it. He was wearing it the entire time that he was on the scene. Mr. Wright, you've got one last chance at this. Just one chance? I will not allow even the slightest hint of badgering against this witness. If you are going to prove to me there's a contradiction with Mr. Curls' statement, you better have at least a shred of evidence to back up your accusation. I've only got a single shot at this. I've got to be careful. I understand, Your Honor. One chance is all I will need. Excuse me? Did you say one chance? I've not got one chance. That sounds terrible. I should probably save my game because I've gone this far. Right, I've gone this far. We're saving. Lovely. Right. The decorations on it. You mean the one decoration? There's like one decoration on that hat, gang. He was wearing it the entire time. Well then, that doesn't make sense because why do we have it? Why do we have the hat and no cloak? That doesn't sound right to me. Like, literally, why do we have it? If he was wearing it the entire time, why do we have it? Objection! This wouldn't happen to be the silk hat you saw that night, would it? Boom, bam. Yep, that's it. That's the hat he was wearing that night. No question in your mind. Exactly how would one mistake a thing like that? I see. Is that some sort of problem, Mr. Wright? Miss Von Karma, where exactly was the silk hat found? If he had pressed any statement there, I would have lost my health. Yeah, I know. I was thinking I would have lost my health if I pressed. Because it was doing that earlier. That was terrifying. I usually press with impunity. Must you always ask these questions? It was found at the crime scene. The crime scene? That means the silk hat fell off at the crime scene. However, the witness clearly testified to the contrary. The witness stated that he was wearing it the entire time that he was on the scene. That's why people tend to not like this. I know, it's so stupid. Why would I lose health for pressing? It's not like I'm objecting to something. No, that's not true! Order, order, order! Mr. Curls! Yes, Your Honor? What is the meaning of all of this? You are old enough to know better than to behave like this in court. Hey, that's just not right. That's so harsh. What's not right here is your eyesight and your memory, amongst other things. Why are you being so mean to me? What did I do? Let me guess. You just didn't like my jokes or something, right? You didn't have to go and insult my eyesight or my memory. They're both great. Seriously, why? Just because you're sitting above me doesn't mean we belong there. No matter how old I get, I've always been longer than you. Oh dear. Enough of these childish outbursts, Mr. Curls. Who do you think you are? I saw him. I swear I saw him. It was Max. Even if he didn't have his roses, he was still wearing his dumb silk hat. I'm telling the truth. He's turned into a bratty little kid. It's pitiful, isn't it? He left the scene wearing that dumb silk hat. He was there. He left the scene? What's the matter, Nick? There's something I've been mulling over for a while now. Mo, what do you want? You just said that he left the scene. Exactly how did the murderer leave the scene of the crime? Yeah. That's another thing, because there's no footprints, right? It's quite funny. What? He went... What do you mean, how did he leave the scene? You can't ask me that. Mr. Felix Wright is badgering the witness, Your Honor. Objection! I will be adding the objection, thank you. This witness's testimony is so full of holes, Miss Von Karma's protest is useless. Grrr. You've got a point. Let's hear what the witness has to say on this matter. Is that alright with you, little guy? Don't talk to me like I'm a little baby. Besides, what kind of stupid question is how did he leave the crime scene? The answer's obvious. He just turned around and walked away. That's what I expected you to say. You sure that's how it happened? Say what? Huh? I'm not sure I know exactly where you're going with this. Lawyers nowadays sure do love to harp on the smallest things. Do you have any proof to counter his story as to how the criminal left the scene? Yes, I do. It's the photo, because there's no footprints. It's the photo. Take that! Look at this picture. The problem is the footprints in the snow. Footprints? In this photo, we can clearly see the footprints of the victim. However, where are the criminal's footprints? They aren't there. Aye, aye. So, Mo, exactly how did the criminal escape the scene? Your Honor, this witness has already proven that his testimony is completely unreliable. I move to strike all of this witness's testimony from the court record. I agree. This clown's testimony is as rickety as the clown car he came to court in. Wait just a second. You guys can't just ignore everything I've said. Fine, I'll tell you the truth this time. You wait a second. I think you've said more than enough for today. That didn't hurt. I'm sick and tired of listening to you anyways. I'll give you the real deal this time, I swear. I don't know why, but I get the feeling things are gonna get worse before they get better. Yeah, because he'll be like, oh, Max Galactica can fly. Mr. Lawrence Coles. Yes? The testimony you've provided up until now has been false. It hasn't been false, I haven't lied, it's just what? It's just I was a bit confused on the bit about the criminal leaving the scene. Especially since Von Karma and her whip told me not to talk about what I really saw. Order, I will have order. Franziska Von Karma, how could you? Really, she's her father's daughter. Your Honor, if you had heard the truth from this witness, you would have exactly the same opinion as I have. What opinion is that? It's not funny. That's enough out of you. I'm going to listen to what he has to say. Now then, let's hear the truth about what you say you saw, Mr. Coles. Ha! You're not going to believe this, but it's all true, I tell you. Try not to waste our time with your idiotic drivel. Idiotic drivel, I can't speak. The truth. Here we go. Now it's time for our next segment, Mo Knows. Everything that I've said up until now has been the truth. When I looked out the window, the ringmaster was down and Max was standing above him. He wasn't wearing his white roses, but he was wearing a silk hat. That's when I saw He flew. Yeah. I mean, that's the only way to not have footprints, right? This is the truth now. Get ready for it. He flew. He jumped up and flew through the air. He flew right off and disappeared into the darkness. That's why there were no footprints. Flying people don't leave footprints. I told you it wasn't funny. Do you believe me now? Well, that was, how do you put this into words? Maximilian Galactica is a world-class magician, but to leave the scene of the crime by flying, there's no way that actually happened. You're right. Why is she right? You believe the other witnesses. Why would you believe me, especially since this is the best part of the story? To be honest, this is the first time I've heard of a flying criminal. Real life court is like this, 100%. Normal day in the courtroom today. Well, hello, Double. I hope that you're well. What do you think about this witness's testimony, Mr. Wright? Nah, he's telling the truth. What he just said was so strange, I don't think he would have made it up. Which means that he's telling the truth? That's what I think. Nick, wait! That means that Max actually used magic! Yikes, you're right. Ow! Only a foolish-looking fool could be fooled by such a fool's foolish dream. Don't be ridiculous. Magic does not exist. I suppose I will let you all in on my thinking regarding this matter. The criminal disappeared into the sky. I'd love to believe that. But when the clock is slow, the criminal flew away to not leave footprints. Exactly. But I just can't wrap my head around how that could actually happen. You imbecile! If you disregard the need for proof, Miss Von Karma's case is sound. However, I've got the feeling that this case is in dire need of more investigation. Thus, I will conclude today's proceedings at this point. It's an undisputed fact that the criminal left no footprints at the scene. Tomorrow, I want us to find out the reason behind this mystery of mysteries. I believe that that's enough for today. Court is adjourned. Alright, we finished the trial for today. Hey, sweeties, what in the world is going on? That's what I want to know. They say the criminal flew off into the air and disappeared. Max, I can't believe I'm asking this, but you didn't fly that night, did you? I know you didn't mean to ask me such a fabulously stupid question. I can't fly whenever I please, it's not that easy. But it looks so effortless for you on stage. It's not that simple, I'm not actually flying on stage. I use invisible wires and have them hoist me through the air. Wow, you just told me the secret to your magic. No, I broke the first rule, the cardinal rule, the only rule. I'm sorry, Max. We made you break a magician's creed to never reveal the secret to their tricks. Nick, what do we do now? All we can do now is hope we find the flying criminal in court tomorrow. Great idea. Let's do our best to catch this sucker. Alright, we gotta do it. To be continued. Oh my goodness. Right, well, I feel that trial actually went quite well, despite me nearly losing all my health. It wasn't that bad, right? Alright. Part 3. Investigation. Let's go. Let's investigate. Nick. What is it? I've got a confession to make. I'm terrible at figuring out magic tricks. Magic tricks? Yep. Magic tricks are by their very definition tricks, right? But I can never figure out the tricks when I see them. That's because the tricks are performed by pros. They do it so you can't guess the trick. It was only because I lost half my health for literally picking the right answer, but I hadn't pressed something else earlier. That's true, that's true. So really it wasn't that bad, because I didn't make that many actual mistakes. But the trick Pearly showed me was incredible. Pearls did a magic trick? What kind of trick was it? Let's see, it looked like she pulled the end of her own thumb off. First she put her right thumb next to her left hand, then it just separated. She could move it up and down and everything. It was incredible. Really? Was it kind of like this? What? Wow, how did you do that? Nick, you're like a real magician. See, this is why I just can't figure it out magic. I'm no good at it. Especially hard tricks like flying away from the scene of a murder. You'll take all the fun out of magic if you keep trying to figure it out. I don't see any way out of this. We're stuck between a rock and a hard place. There's no way we can solve the mystery of a criminal flying by tomorrow. I was thinking, do you really think the criminal flew through the air? The only one who thinks that is Mo, right? He says that he saw it. That's true. Mo looked awfully serious when he said that. Do you think he might be trying to frame Max? If that was it, he would have simply said, I saw Max. That would have been enough. There's no reason why anyone would believe he flew. But what if the criminal really did fly? There's only one person who could do that, Max. You're really not helping my confidence here, Maya. Everyone seems to hate Max. Ben, Trillo, Mo, they all have nothing nice to say. That magician does seem rather full of himself, doesn't he? Especially when he says things like customers only go to the circus to see him. He even hit Ben over the head with a bottle. But what? But that doesn't seem enough to frame another person for murder. And it was proven that neither Ben nor Mo lied on the stand. Maybe Ben saw the ringmaster wearing Max's costume, but Mo clearly said that he saw Max himself. Alright, is he here? Hello, Unfailing Hat. How's it going? I hope that you are well. Oh, my sweeties! You mind hurrying up and getting me out of this place? We're doing our best, Max. Just hang in there. A little while ago, some people from a local TV station came by. And since I'm a famed magician, they said, let's make you your very own TV special. Really? What kind of TV special? Maximilian Galactica, the Great Prison Escape. It would be aired live. Hey, that sounds like it would be an awesome special. But if I do the special before I'm acquitted, they'll never let me out of here for real. I'm glad to hear you're fine. I am well too. Quite tired, but it's always nice to get the Ace Attorney on. Well, it would surely be an unnecessary addition to your troubles with the law. That's what I was thinking, but the production staff is already working on the show. If you don't get me out quick, I'll have no choice but to stage a real prison break. You seem awfully calm about that possibility. I have no choice. It would be a contractual obligation. That's show business. The night of the crime, you didn't happen to fly off into the sky, did you? Here's how everything went down, sweetie. At the time of the murder, I was sitting in the ringmaster's room. Not to mention, flying off into the sky is not just something I can do at will. I don't care what the Stoogie clown says, it wasn't me. Max, do you mind teaching me the trick behind flying? You'll have to forgive me, sweetie. The difference between me and chief imitation magicians is that I keep my mouth shut. I don't teach people tricks, but I will say this much. It's much harder than you think. I was thinking about this in court today. I've got a favor to ask of you. Anything for you, sweetie. Be friends with the other performers in the circus. Fabulous. A great joke. Why would I be friends with a bunch of hacks like them? But I've won on the world stage. I won the International Grand Prix. The what? Why is this in red? Why do I have to write this down? That's my secret. I always write things down in red if they're in red. International Grand Prix. Performers should always look to perform on the world stage. But the performers at this circus are completely and utterly devoid of ambition. That is something that I can simply not tolerate. Ambition, huh? Something about what Max just said rings true to my ears. Oh my sweeties want to hear all about the Grand Prix, don't they? To be honest though, I've told this story like 100 times already, so it's a bit boring. We're sorry to make you tell it again. You must not have heard me. I'm really sick of telling this story. But what can you do? I'm Maximilian Galactica. I suppose I can tell it again. Voila! Here, take a look at this. I just happen to have a picture from the Grand Prix with me. Just look at that fabulous stage. That is the first stage that I ever flew on. I flew right over the audience. The crowd erupted into applause. At that time, I thought to myself that I could die right then and die a happy man. I'll never forget how I felt that night. The emotions, the acclaim. Wow! By the way, I think everyone who is a performer should get to experience that feeling. I just wish I could explain that to the other people in the circus. That's incredible, Max. I want a trophy too. Hey, Nick, how about you buy me a trophy? That's not how you earn a trophy, Maya. My sweeties, you can have this picture of my triumph. Just make sure you show it to all the other members of the circus. Look and learn. That's what you should tell them. Learn how to get thrown in jail? Alright, let's go to the circus. You hear that? It sounds like two people arguing. Alright, let's do it. You ready? Yes, wait. Quit your whining. Let's just get us a shot already. Alright, let's go. Row, row, row your boat. Oh dear, they're singing row, row your boat. Lovely. What are you doing? Gently down the stream. Come on, you know that. I'm trying my best, but Trilla, this just isn't gonna work. Do you enjoy saying dumb things? You're gonna have to be on your own someday. If you can't handle something as simple as this, what are you gonna do then? Hello, Ben. Hello to you too, Trillo. What are you doing here? Can't you see you're on a secret crash trading course? I'm sorry. Secret crash trading? Whoa. Yes, Trillo wouldn't give up until I said we'd try out his idea for a new routine. So we were trying to sing it around for our new ventriloquism act. In a round? You can really do that? That's incredible. That's quite hard actually, singing it around. A lot of... not get lost. See, even they are surprised by the idea. I told you. I know what the only ones. You even surprised me with your idea. Once you've got a grip on the basics, then it's just a matter of practice. Do you think so? Oh, I almost forgot. I wanted to give this back to you. Ah, there it is. Now that I've got this ring back, it's time to take one more shot at Regina. I know that you already testified in court today. You ought to talk about what we saw, right? Yes. Well, at first we thought it was the old man. Just look at his walk and how he acted, right, man? Huh? Oh yeah, that's right. Then we said hello and didn't even get a reply. Not to mention he was draped in those gaudy symbols. What would you have thought if he wasn't wearing those symbols? I see a YouTube video. All the Wendy's. I can't say I have. Do you know what video you're talking about? I'm a little lost. What do you think then? What? Oh, I would have thought it was the ringmaster. Something just isn't adding up here. I wonder who they really saw. I was hoping I could ask you about Regina. I'm completely serious about her, that's why I'm waiting for her even now. Really? That's so sweet. But if you really wanted to see Regina, shouldn't you check out the tent? Ha! You haven't got a clue about things, do you, sweetheart? Huh? Waiting like this is part of being in love. How so? If you had a clue, you'd know that waiting is such sweet, wonderful torture. When your body aches for your partner's love, that's one of the best parts. Yeah, I knew that. Poor Maya, she's so red, she looks like a vine-ripe tomato. So how is this new routine working out? What do you do, just take a chill pill already? Our routine's a secret. We're gonna take the ventriloquism world by storm. It'll be a real revolution. That sounds incredible. But let me make one thing clear. We're not going to take on the world just because that jerk said we should. That jerk. Max Galactica, performance today for the world. Who does he think he is? Trilo, you seem to really be fired up about all this. He needs to realize that he isn't the only one who can conquer the world stage. You're right, you're right. Not my words, I, Trilo, Crystal, win the Grand Prix. You're the man now, doll. Oh my goodness, he's practicing. Row, vote will be the key to a glorious victory. Not to rain in a parade, but wouldn't a more mature song be best? Hey, you gotta start somewhere, right? Don't screw this up, you gotta be a part of this too. No, I didn't mean that. I meant the picture of Max winning. No, they don't care. Okay, they don't care. Brilliant. We'll go to the big top. Alright, let's go, let's go. Huh? Where's Regina? I don't know. But if she's with that tiger, I don't want to find out. Let's hurry up and get out of here. Hey, Nick, you're kind of a chicken, aren't you? No, I'm just, allergic to wild tigers. Is there anything different today? I don't think so. Let's see, I'm just trying to see if there's anything new. Some boxes. There's nothing useful. Oh no, look who's here, there's the lights. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw all of these and was like... Okay, well, I guess there's nothing here for now. Max and the Ringmaster had their talk in this room. That could have been when the Ringmaster put on Max's costume and went outside. Why did he do that anyway? Was it really that cold or something? I feel this is all the same as well. Okay, I think I've seen all this. I mostly want to talk to people, right? They still haven't cleaned this place up yet. If Planny got one look at the state of this place, she'd slap whoever was in charge across the face. Remind me to never invite her to my office. Yeah, I don't know. I think I've seen all this. Maybe we'll go to the entrance and go to the, like, dorms. Oh, it's you two! You look like you just got hit by a truck. Shouldn't you get some rest? I'm taking a rest right now, pal. I've been listening to some crazy clown's life story. Miss Von Karma told me to come down here and do this for her. Yeah, I figured as much. Let me tell you something, pal. Listen to that old clown sucks all your energy. Every time he's done talking, he looks at you like you should be doing something. I think he's waiting for you to laugh at his jokes. I know that, pal. Do you have any idea how much your face hurts if you fake laughing that much? Francisca really set you up bad this time, didn't she? If you ask me, she should be listening to Mo herself. No way, pal. You're not going to get me to backbite a woman with a whip. No way. Why are you defending her? Prosecutor Von Karma's always got her eyes on us. And every time you definitely don't want her to show up, poof, there she is. Don't show up, don't show up, don't show up, don't show up, don't show up. Looks like she's wound him up pretty tight. She's directly above us as we speak. Ooh, okay. Huh? How's that possible? According to the cloud, the culprit jumped from here and disappeared into the sky. Oh, culprit. Jumped from lodging, disappeared into the sky. Interesting. If that's what happened, it means the killer passed right by this window, pal. Passed right by window. Oh, I see. Who lives in that room, behind the window up there? The acrobat's got his room on the third floor, it seems. Pretty soon, Miss Von Karma's gonna start an investigation up there. So don't get any ideas of going up to the acrobat's room. Got it, pal? Acrobats. We still haven't met the acrobat. That's like the last thing. Franziska von Karma. Once she's done with her investigation, I think I'll go up there and check it out. Mo's not here. Oh, Evolution of Wendy. Oh, I haven't seen that. I shall have to check it out. But yeah, 2026, I guess the newest one must be Wendy and Mario Wonder. So that would be quite exciting to watch. I have to look at that. If he was here, you would have been able to tell even before you stepped into his room. I'm sure you would have heard him laughing away. What do you think he's laughing at when he's all by himself? I always thought he was just thinking up new jokes. He must really love his work. There is a hole. Wait, hang on, there's a hole in his ceiling. Look at the ceiling. Looks like someone punched a hole in it. You're right. I wonder what happened. I don't even want to imagine what goes on in here. Alright. We can't do anything else here. Where else can we even go? I mean, I haven't got anything really to present to him, have I? He doesn't care. Okay, well, I guess it's all the circus, right? Why if I just present the box to everyone? They don't care. They don't care. Alright. Just in case, because I never know what to do in these things. It's not like we even have Psyche locks this time. Or I presented this last time. I forgot. Well, the rest we kind of already have, right? Maybe I do need to examine something. This is strange. Everything else looks nice, but this desk looks old and cheap. There's a really big photo on the desk. It's a picture of Regina and her father, the ringmaster. He really loved her, didn't he? Regina was lucky to have such a wonderful father. Let me look at all this. Nick, look at all the cute trophies! Indeed, just look at all the awards this circus has won. Like, All County Quiz Champions, Ringmasters Association Mini Golf Master, Beer Belly Balloon Bounce Champ, Pet Grooming Grand Prix. Wow, the Ringmaster was multi-talented in ways I could never have imagined. Yeah, I think the thing is we've seen all this. I just don't know what to do. Maybe I'll examine the cafeteria again. Oh no! Something's happened here. Ah, right! Welcome to the wonderful, the fabulous, the cafeteria! Yikes, he's in an awfully good mood. Alright, you know what time it is? Riddle time! Why does everyone cry when they eat Mexican pizza? Come on, you can answer this, it's easy. Because cafeteria Mexican pizza is possibly a weapon of foul destruction? Wrong! Try again! Okay, what do you think, girlie? I got it. Okay, what is your answer? Because they're in the cafeteria. Exactly. It's an incredibly sad place, that cafe. Oh dear. I did it. What's going on? He's being too nice. Alright, we got someone we can talk to now at least. Today's been a really crazy day, hasn't it? You're telling me. I didn't think it was going to be so tough. Tough? Yeah, it was a tough crowd. That's what you call a crowd that refuses to laugh. For instance, it was such a tough crowd this morning I had to smash watermelons. I told them all a great story and even greater jokes, but no one busted out laughing. You even used the famed no shoes, no shirt, no service joke? Exactly. How can you not laugh at stunning comedy like that? Are you 100% sure about your testimony today? I saw what I saw, I swear. That creep just flew through the air. It wasn't exactly flying per se, it was more like floating. The silhouette of his face made me positive it was Max. I didn't see a psyche lock. He must be telling the truth. Okay, well, what do you think of this photo? Ah, not this picture. He's shown it to you guys too. Huh? You've seen it as well? Well, you know what they say about Maximilian Galactica. He really gets around. Oh dear. Oh yeah. He didn't just show me the picture. What do you mean? He showed me his bust too. Let me tell you, that thing is enormous. It's in the picture, I think. Oh my goodness, he's got a bust of himself. He's got a bust of himself. The silhouette of the face. He'd make us worship it every day. He made us bow to his greatness. He's got a big bust. I wouldn't mind hearing more about Max's bust. Not that I'm into that sort of thing. No, but like the silhouette of his face. The silhouette of his face, you know what I mean? Oh my god, I have to pick this as an option. Max's bust should be on that small table over there. There's nothing over there. Really? Oh yeah. When was it? I'd say about 5 days ago. All of a sudden, the bust disappeared. It disappeared. It's going to be the silhouette of his face. I've got it. If you want to see it, there's a photo on the bulletin board over there. Max just had to put the picture up. Hey, this thing is really cool. Nick, I want someone to make a bust of me. Sure, as long as I'm not paying for it. Oh. Is there anything else that's changed about this place? Nope, nothing's changed that I can see. I wonder if he's actually thinking about this or if he's setting up a bad joke. Nope, I'm drawing a blank here. A quiet mow is a good mow in my book. I guess there really aren't any other things that have changed, huh? Well, there is this one teensy tiny thing that does seem different. Tell us! Well, on the morning of the crime, over on that bulletin board, this piece of paper was posted front and center. Piece of paper? It's torn, so I don't know what it said, but I could see its title. Yikes! It says, "To the murderer." Oh my goodness. You're gonna ask how Phoenix has so much money before remembering it's a lawyer game. Yeah. To the murderer. Murderer? Yep, that's what it says, but the rest of this has been ripped off. I mean, a lawyer game, you can kind of guess what job he has. I don't know what's posted it. Where did you find this? The morning before the murder. Oh my goodness. Interesting. Before the murder? Yes, the ringmaster was killed the night after this paper was discovered. Who in the world posted this thing? Alright. Nick, I think we better follow up on this important lead. I bet we better follow up on it too. The morning of the murder, this was posted up on the bulletin board. That surrounding Max clonked Ben over the head. Sorry I hadn't remembered it until now. It was torn down before anyone really paid any attention to it. So you don't know what was written on it, do you? Unfortunately, I don't. But I betcha they would know. Who are they? Max and Ben! They were here before me that morning. Okay, well. We've got to go talk to them, right? So, Ben is here, so I can present this here. Would you mind taking a look at this? Oh my goodness, they just don't know. Not helpful. But Max might know. Do you know anything about this note? The morning of the murder, it was posted on the wall in the cafeteria. I do know all about that note. When I read it, my heart certainly skipped a beat. Your heart skipped a beat? While I was enjoying my morning tea, the ringmaster and company entered the room. And company? I guess it wasn't really a company, it was just the ringmaster and my sweetie pie. When the ringmaster read the note, he turned an incredible bright red. All of a sudden, he tore it off the wall and shoved it into the pocket of his tailcoat. Ooh. So we should be able to find it then. Because I think we have his tailcoat somewhere. Really? Out of curiosity, what in the world was written on that thing? Let's see. Uh-huh. Oh, I don't want to steal the fun from my sweeties. Go and find out on your own. I'm sure you can find it somewhere. You might also want to ask my sweetie pie princess. Alright, let's go. It's the pocket of his coat, right? There we go. Hey, did you see that? It's a scrap of paper shoved in the pocket of the tailcoat. Well, I saw this at like last investigation, but we didn't get to do anything with it. You know, I've got a feeling I know what that is. I bet that's the other half of the note that Mo gave us. Then let's hurry up and check this thing out, Nick. I knew it! It fits perfectly with the other piece. What does it say? What does it say? To the murderer. I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Meet me at 10 o'clock p.m. tonight at the Lodging House Plaza. Evidence, blah, blah, blah. Meet me at 10 o'clock p.m. tonight at the Lodging House Plaza. Interesting. Tonight at 10 p.m? That's when the murder took place. Now we need to find out who called out the ringmaster. Okay. Interesting, very interesting. What? Mo's gone. There's a message on the bulletin board. I'm hungry, so I'm off to get some hamburgers. Love, Mo. Hamburger. Just thinking about it is making me hungry. All of a sudden, I need a burger bad. All of a sudden, I need a new partner bad. Aww. Hey, what do you think of this gang? They don't care. They're unbothered. Real. Okay. Well, not my problem. Not my problem. Gumshoe! Hey, Detective Gumshoe! I'm sure you did a good job as usual. Well, I am done with the investigation of the acrobat, finally. But with Miss Von Karma... Oh my goodness. Nick, what is that? That beeping sound? It's Miss Von Karma! Huh? Every time I hear that sound, she's usually not very far behind. Some sort of pager or something? If you don't mind, pal, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here, quick! See you, pal! I didn't know that Gumshoe could run that fast. So much for being a flatfoot. Never seen a grown man so afraid of a girl still in her teens. Well, let's go inside. It's freezing out here. The wind is biting us. Ow! It's biting us lashes from a whip. Hello. Von Karma! She really did appear. It was a real battle today in court, wasn't it, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Did you have to jump out and scare us like that? What can I do for you? Tomorrow will be the day my dream finally comes true. You mean the story of my defeat at your hands making the national news? Haha, national news? You possess such a small sense of scale. The global news, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Your miserable plight will be known internationally. I think she might be overestimating the importance of a win by just a smidge. Miss Von Karma, it appears you got your hands onto something big, huh? Ha! I'm amazed you picked up on that much. Anyone could. You couldn't hide that look of victory with 10 paper bags on your head. I've got conclusive evidence and a conclusive witness. Need any more hints? A conclusive witness? You must mean the acrobat, right? I am putting in a summons for him to be called as a witness as we speak. It's the final nail in your coffin, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Yeah, I get it already. You want to beat and destroy me. I can't worry about her. I've got to try and find out more information myself. Why do you keep giving Nick the evil eye? It doesn't matter if you prove the defendant guilty tomorrow. Nothing will be able to bring your dad back. My dad? You must mean the esteemed Manfred von Karma. Of course, your dad. I know you miss him. Enough out of you. One more word and you'll get a mouthful of whip. Now, when did I ever bring up my papa's name in this or any other conversation? Then what's this revenge thing you're talking about? You wouldn't understand, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I have to see him again, one more time. Him? I'm sure you know to whom I refer. Miles Edgeworth! What? Edgeworth? Mr. Edgeworth? No way, for real? I thought this was about her dad. Miles Edgeworth? Miles Edgeworth? Why would you even bring him up? You haven't forgotten, have you? Do you know who it was that trained the gifted prosecutor, Miles Edgeworth? Manfred von Karma! Exactly right. That's Edgeworth to you, Maya. Exactly right, it was my papa. That means that Edgeworth was... right again. Miles was like a little brother to me. Huh? Little brother? But Edgeworth and Nick are the same age. Edgeworth. That's Edgeworth, guys. The man who inspired me to become an attorney. I fought against him in a few cases. But a little after that case was over, he vanished. It's your fault he's gone. Huh? It's the truth, isn't it, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Nick, what does she mean? I mean, Edgeworth's deaf. He's not dead, right? They got other games within it. Edgeworth was never quite the same after that case. And then, with the case after that one, he never set foot into court again. And then one day, he just vanished. Just forget about Rise from the Ashes a bit. He was low-key in Rise from the Ashes, right? All he left was a simple note at the prosecutor's office. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death. Oh dear. That's not good. I don't think he should have done that. Yeah, this game was written before that case, which is true, it's true. That was 1 year ago. It was a few months after you left to go back home. Mr. Edgeworth, he's dead? I don't believe it. He's still alive, I'm sure of it. Somewhere in this world, he's still alive. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death? Of course he did. You ruined his reputation as a prosecutor. You effectively killed the prosecutor in him. Just like your victory muddied the honourable name Von Karma. I'm going to find him. And then I'm going to teach him his rightful place with my own 2 hands. Nick, about Mr. Edgeworth. Maya, I already told you this once. Don't make me do it again. Don't bring up his name in front of me again, okay? Nick. Miss Von Karma. What? I don't know if you are God's gift of prosecutors or not, but I've had about enough of you. Him too. What? What in the world happened? This dog is all bark and no bite. He's already been defeated. Regardless, I have nothing to inform you two of today. Tomorrow will be the greatest courtroom battle this country has ever seen. Nick, let's go. We need to talk with the performer on the 3rd floor. I'm sorry I brought it up, Nick. Oh my goodness. What? There's so much angst. What's even happening anymore? Is this a guy? We've been waiting. You must be Phoenix, right? Yes. Pleased to meet you. I'm Ken Dingling. For real? You've got to be kidding me. But here at the circus, everyone just calls me Acro. Mr. Acro. How do you know my name? The detective told me. He said he'd definitely show up here. Acro, you're a member of this circus as well? That's right. I mainly performed on the tightrope or the flying trapeze. But nowadays, all I perform in is my wheelchair. Oh. Acro, why did you join the circus? When I was a kid, my parents failed miserably at business. Then one night, they decided to run away from it all without me. The only person who was willing to take my parents' place was the ringmaster. The ringmaster took such incredible care of me. He was truly a lifesaver. It seems like the ringmaster was truly a saint. But Regina doesn't seem to think so. Has he got a buggy calendar? He actually has. That's amazing. That's why I decided to do something very important. I decided that I would devote my entire life to finding a way to repay him. And now, look how someone repaid him for all the good in his life. It's such a shame. Sometimes I think that he was almost too kind. Perhaps he was too kind to his performers. Perhaps he was too kind to his daughter. I wonder if he spoiled Regina. Regina is so cute. She's truly a princess. Truly a princess? Are you sure that's a good thing? Do I detect a hint of a grudge against Regina? Oh, okay. Very interesting. I'm sorry to ask, but why are you in a wheelchair? You can't just ask people that. The nerves in my legs are badly damaged. And you can't walk now? I can't even stand now. And since I live on the 3rd floor, I can't even leave this building by myself. Why'd they put him on the 3rd floor? That's awful. The accident happened during an acrobatics session, right? Psyche lock. Psyche lock! Oh my goodness, we got 3 Psyche locks! Psyche locks! Okay. It doesn't seem like Acro's injuries were acrobatic in nature. What's on your mind, Mr. Wright? Well, exactly when were you injured? It's been almost 6 months since I was hurt. I injured my legs during practice. 6 months ago? What in the world went on in the circus then? Acro got injured 6 months ago. I stopped by yesterday and noticed that you weren't in your room. I was at the hospital all day yesterday. Ah, you went there for rehabilitation. What about the murder? Of course I knew about it. I spoke with the police before they allowed me to go to the hospital. Before I got the call from the prosecutor, I was convinced that it was all a dream. Huh? I just couldn't believe it when I saw what I saw. What you saw? Jeez, that sounded really ominous. What did you see, Acro? That night, I was in bed sleeping when I heard a huge sound coming from below my window. I see, the scene of the crime was right below your window. That's when I looked out the window. What did you see? He was flying straight up into the air. He? Maximilian Galactica. What? That's what I thought he'd say. You're absolutely positive that it was a Max you saw flying? I am absolutely sure. There's no doubt in my mind. Nick. Oh dear, we're in trouble basically. What's this? That's what we want to know. It was posted in the cafeteria the morning before the murder. In the cafeteria? What happened? He suddenly looks incredibly serious. If it's got something to do with her, then you should go straight to the source. Huh? Regina, ask her about it. Okay. We need to find out. We need to deal with the psyche lock anyway. Because, we don't know anything right now about this guy and his injury from 6 months ago. Okay. Wonderful. Today's specialty filet of Phoenix. Oh dear. Oh, Maya, Nick, it's you guys. I'm sorry. I guess I made a mistake. A mistake? Yeah, a little one. I was thinking of teaching whatever primate was out there a lesson, but I was expecting more of a monkey than a human. A monkey? It's a pity about what happened to the ringmaster. Dad! Everyone loved him, didn't they? He must have been quite a man. He was! I love my dad so much! I hate to say it, but she doesn't seem all that broken up about her father. That's why I feel so lonely. Now that I won't be able to see him for a while. For a while? Yeah. When Leon died, I talked to my dad and he told me that when someone dies, they just become a star in the heavens. Okay. Why is this in red? That's interesting. A star? That means that my dad is looking down on me from the sky. That's why I love the night so much. I can see everyone who's gone. When someone dies, they just become a star in the heavens. That's kind of sweet. But I bet you there's no way that Maya believes that. What do you mean there's no way I believe that? Do you think that one day I'll be a star too? Of course. You really think so? Yeah, you will, I think. I've got a feeling that everyone is doing great up there in the sky. I wonder if everything's all right with Regina. Just to go back and clear something up, why do you want to teach Money a lesson? Because he's a meanie! He's got something that means a lot to me. Something that means a lot to you? It must be something shiny, right? Actually, it's a stage costume. Oh my goodness, Money has her stage costume. What's even going on anymore? It's got lots of spangles. It's really beautiful. You should see it. We should? When the costume gets hit by the spotlight, it dazzles. Hey, Mr. Attorney! Huh? If you saw that monkey, you'd get my costume back for me, wouldn't you? It's really important to me. Of course. Leave it all up to us. Guess there's no turning down that request. Yay, you're really gonna do it? Okay. Well, we need to ask you about the letter. Regina, have you ever seen this before? I know what this is. Really? Well, it was in my pocket for a while. Interesting. Mario optional dialogue moment. I know, right? It was just 3 yeses, right? How was it in your pocket? It was in the coat's pocket. It was in your pocket? This piece of paper was in your pocket? I guess I noticed it was in there around breakfast time. Breakfast time? Yeah, I always take Acro his breakfast in the morning. That's when I also take out the trash in his room. Then I go to the cafeteria and eat my own breakfast. That's when you realised the piece of paper was in your pocket? Yep, but since I'm not a murderer, I just figured it belonged in someone else's pocket. And then what? I wondered if the person who lost it was in trouble, so... You didn't put it on the bulletin board in the cafeteria, did you? I did! I stuck it up there. How do you know? So it was Regina who put it up there. When did this happen? The morning of the murder, I think. That explains a lot. I wonder who wrote this. Okay, interesting. Interesting. There we go. To the murderer. You haven't forgotten what happened 6 months ago, have you? I have conclusive evidence of what took place. So we need to find out what happened 6 months ago. That's all she knows. But we need to figure out... Is that all she's got to say? We need to figure out, Yeah, that's not helpful. She just says that about anything about Max. Okay, fine. That's Pepper, isn't it? From the cafeteria. Huh? It's from the cafeteria? Okay. From the cafeteria. That's where the pepper's from. Okay. It's not? I remember seeing it there. So this was the cafeteria's pepper. You know, I'm not a big fan of pepper. Okay. She doesn't know about the box. Alright. He just loves to cause nothing but trouble. That cute little monkey. But don't you think using a tiger to scare him is a bit much? Huh? Why's that? Do you really have to ask that? It's dangerous to use a tiger for that kind of thing. You're more of a George Daddy Pig person. Nice. I like, was it Mrs. Rabbit who just ends up doing every single job in the entire place? It's not dangerous at all. Regent's just a little kitten. I've seen plenty of kittens, and that's no kitten. Okay, I think that's probably it from her for now. Right, it was the cafeteria pepper. Something smells fantastic, so we know it can't be Mo. Wait, I know what it is. It's burgers. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the bistro du cirque, aka the cafeteria. It smells so good in here, and those burgers look great. She's drooling that she's some sort of crazed burger monster. My burgers are the best. Juicy meat, toasted buns, special sauce. They're absolutely irresistible to anyone with a hankering for a burger. One bite will send you into hamburger heaven. I bet. I can tell by the smell. Whoa, I'm getting hungry too. Those burgers must have some kind of special power. Now that the ringmaster is gone, what are you going to do? That's all I've thought about the past 2 days. Everyone loved Russell. You've heard Acro's story, haven't you? Like how he was adopted when he was younger? He's calmed down a bit now, but he was livid when he heard about the murder. Acro was so upset that he said he couldn't go on. He was that upset? Yes, he was. Anyways, I gave it some thought. Maybe I should give up on trying to be a half-baked clown. I've been thinking of trying on the ringmaster's shoes. What? Really? Max would still be an issue though. Max? He may be a bit mean and hard to work with, but it's hard to argue his importance. He's probably the reason the circus is still around. A lot of what he says is right. Mo! All that's left is to see if everyone can get over the tragedy. You know, the tragedy, you know? What is he talking about? 6 months ago. It's the tragedy 6 months ago for sure. It's all kind of line up to stuff that happened 6 months ago. Because it's always some random thing that happened in the past, right? Get over what tragedy, Mo? Huh? Don't worry about it. It's nothing at all. You must mean the tragic death of the ringmaster, right? Yes, that you're right, girlie. Dang, correctamundo. Doesn't he mean ding? Well, I mean no disrespect here, but are you lying to us? Ah, no, not at all. What makes you think that? Just the way you said, if everyone can get over the tragedy, seemed a bit strange. It sounded like you were talking about something from a long time ago. Mo, I'm right, aren't I? No, you've got psyche locks too. Oh, only 2. Okay. So now we're getting closer to the truth. It was about 6 months ago. It was just a little accident. Give me a break. Us all men have accidents. I wear big pants for a reason. Is difficulty scaling in this series solve more consecutive tragedies? I think it is. Well, let's see what he needs. Then we'll check Acro's as well. But I won't try things unless I know I have it. Mo, please tell us what happened 6 months ago. What in the world went on at this circus? Okay, there's no need to look so scary when you ask me. Hey, look over there, some juicy burgers, let's eat instead. Unfortunately, I'm more of a grilled chicken sandwich man myself. Actually, I've kind of got an idea of what happened back then. Mo, you said something about an accident. This wouldn't happen to be the cause of that accident, would it? If I just give them a picture of Acro, will that work? I hope so. What about this? Looks tasty. What? You know, the burgers. It looks like I shot a blank on that attempt. Oh, I was being smart. Okay. What was the cause? Okay, I guess we just don't have enough. But let me save. I know I've got like no health left, but it's okay. Right, we'll leave him and we'll check Acro. Because I didn't check what his actual one was. Yeah, I've got to watch my health. I've saved though, at least. Right, what is yours? Let's see what yours is. I don't think I have enough for either of them yet. I have to ask you, how are you injured? I'm sorry, I thought we talked about this. It was an accident that happened during practice. An accident during practice? Yes, unfortunately acrobats are prone to all sorts of injuries. He's lying. If that were the real cause, he'd have no reason to keep it secret. Acro, are you really telling me that practice accident was the cause of your injury? Well, I don't really know. Right, we'll leave that too. Okay, can we ask Max? Does Max know? He's so useless, he might as well know. They still don't want to know about the full note. Okay, fine. Did I show that to Mo? I might need to do that actually. Maybe I'll do that before I go. Just in case. Let's see here, to the murderer. That's far from polite. Where did he find the rest of this note anyway? Maybe it'd be best if I didn't tell Mo where we found it. Don't worry about it, Mo. If I didn't need to worry about it, you shouldn't have showed it to me. Oh, okay. Alright. That's how it is, that's how it is. Okay. And when I went to show that to Acro, he also was like, oh, talk to Regina. But Regina doesn't have anything to say about it that she hasn't said already. Yeah, okay. Let's just check. I'll just check one more time and show it to Acro. And then we will go see if Max is still there. Yeah, we went to talk to her. Okay. Well, I don't know if there's anything else we could do here. Let's go see if Max is still there. Oh, is he gone? They must have taken Max in for questioning again. There really isn't anything that we need to ask him right now anyway. You're right, I guess. Alright, let's go then. Okay, well, we're stuck in the circus. This is the bust of Max. Fabulous. Wait, I've shown them that picture. Did I show that to Mo? I don't remember. I'm so lost. No, he... Ah, not this picture. He showed it to you guys too. Huh? You've seen it as well? Well, you know what they say about Maximilian Galactica. He really gets around. Oh, we already did this. We already did this. I forgot. I forgot we did this already. So I showed it to both of them. Yeah, of course. That's where we got the bust. Okay, we're fine. That's fine. That's where we got the bust from as well. The pepper. Nope, he doesn't know about the pepper. Okay. Why is the pepper in a box? Oh wait, aren't I supposed to get the costume back from Thingy, from the monkey? Might be in Acro's room though. Here, money is a great friend to me. That pile of treasure over there is his collection, huh? It is indeed. Money will bring anything back with him. Oh, that's so cute. Yeah, I'm not great with the ladies, but I seem to be pretty popular with the animals. Okay. He doesn't have anything to say about any of this. Maximilian Galactica, right? You'll have to forgive me, but I try not to think about him. Acro won't even look at it. It looks like something is really weighing on him. Yeah, so anything with Max, he's just like, whatever. I show that to him and he's like, oh, go see Regina? Okay, Okay, well, we're getting to a bit of a dead end because, he doesn't care about Max's salary raise. I'm on the right part. I just need to find the costume. I literally need to find the costume. Oh, yeah. Ew, it's a huge pile of trash. Okay. We need to find the costume. Okay. Hey, it's a picture of Regina. Well, she is a shining beauty. No objections here. Oh, wait, it's not here. Okay, we need to actually find her costume. He's got a barbell. Look around. Everything he's got is for upper body training. Wait a second. These are the same machines I see on TV all the time. Hey, Nick! What? I don't have this one. This barbell here is a new model. Don't overdo it, Maya. You don't want to end up a muscle woman. Oh, why not? That'd be fun. This bed is incredibly well made. It's almost like a maid made it up. Even the laundry on top of the bed is folded perfectly. Nick, there's nothing unusual about that at all. It's how things are supposed to be. Can't a man respect another man for doing something said man cannot do? Oh dear. Here, it's a monkey calendar. Acro must really love monkeys. Okay, we need to actually go and find her costume. Well, I didn't see it here. It's supposed to be sparkly when hit by the stage lights, right? Whoa, those lights are huge! I love lights! Whenever I appear under the spotlight, everyone claps for me! That's because everyone knows that you're cute! No, I'm not cute, you're cute! Me? Oh dear. Of course, I'm sure you'd make an incredible heroine. Okay, I'm pretty sure I read this dialogue. I was hoping we could like... Oh dear. Right. We have to find a sparkly costume. It wasn't where I thought it would be. I thought it would be with, I thought it would be in Acro's room. So unless it's somewhere else, it may or may not be in another room. Lovely. I'm just gonna look for a spangled costume. Mine's not here. What's that? I hear something. Stop it, Nick, you're scaring me! Oh, we found money! Let's go! Nick, it's money! That monkey's holding something. That's it, that's the thing that means a lot to Regina, remember? Alright, time to make things monkey on, attorney style. Give it back, monkey brain. Give it back, monkey brain! That means a lot to Regina. A real man wouldn't make a little girl cry. Yikes! Did we manage or not? I tried to have a man-to-man talk with him, I really did. You know, man-to-man isn't really accurate. It was more like man-to-monkey. Nick, you... I swiped it while Money was distracted. Wow, you're really on the ball today, Nick. Let me see it, let me see it. Huh? You can see it fine from where you are. You know what I mean? I really want to try on Regina's costume. Maybe then they'll take you in at the circus and I can get some peace and quiet. That was hilarious. What's the matter now? It doesn't fit me at all. Oh well, guess it's time for you to lay off the burgers. Ouch, Phoenix, that was unkind. Not to mention, it doesn't look like something any girl I know would actually wear. It's not my size at all. Let's go, finally. We found it. Let's go to see Regina. Here, do you want your costume back? Here you go, Regina. Yay, thank you. You really got it back for me. Don't mention it. I love you, Mr. Returny. It's nothing. No wonder guys melt to mush in front of this girl. Hey, Regina. That costume is yours, right? I tried it on, but it didn't fit me. Huh? This costume? This isn't mine. It was Leon's. Leon's? You know, the lion she told us about. Oh, the one that someone killed. The murderer. Leon, he was killed, wasn't he? That's right, my dad killed him. Why? Well, Leon did something really bad during practice. During practice? Leon was sitting down and then he opened his mouth. You know, Usually when he did that, I would put my head into his mouth. Wait, you put your head into a lion's mouth? I sure did. The people in the crowd always loved seeing me do that. They'd always start screaming. You sure they were screaming because they loved seeing you do that? Anyways, what was the bad thing? Oh yeah, Leon bit someone during that practice. Regina, everything was alright though, right? No, it wasn't alright. That was the problem. My dad was incredibly angry. And that's when Leon... Yeah, that's when he became a star in the sky. Poor thing. Well, there we go. Do we have Leon as an option? Do we not? Yes! So now we know that the bad thing that happened was Leon, basically. So if I try and go here on the Psyche Locks... Wait, I should save my game. I should save my game. Because I made progress there. Can I not save here? Oh, goodness. Okay. I'm going to have to actually mash and then quit. Because I'm going to have to quit because I don't want to lose my health on this. I don't want to like... Alright, let me save. Okay, I saved. Lovely. Right. Let's go. I saved. But it's Leon. That's what happened. Leon. Bit someone and got shot. I should be fine now. I should have everything now. Okay, let's go. Are we ready, gang? We're gonna find out the truth. This wouldn't happen to be the cause of that accident, would it? Now we present Leon. I heard a little bit about it from Regina. Leon made a mistake during a practice, right? How did you... I told them so many times. You shouldn't be doing such dangerous acts. Like putting her head inside Leon's mouth, right? Yeah, but Regina believed in Leon. She believed so strongly that the ringmaster went along. He never could say no to her. Out of curiosity, who was bitten? Come on, Mo, don't climb up on me now. Who did Leon bite on the head? Well, I promised I wouldn't say anything. You promised? He's involved in this too. He's involved, huh? Okay. Person that got bit is involved in this too. Mo, is this the person that you promised you wouldn't say anything? I'm gonna guess it's Acro because it was 6 months ago and he's being cagey about it. But it was his legs that got injured. It was his legs. I'm gonna guess. It must have been Acro, right? How? How'd you know? I mean, no one else got injured 6 months ago, right? Don't worry about that, Mo. Getting to the bottom of this may help solve what happened to the ringmaster. No way. I need to know the truth about what happened to Russell. Please tell me what you know. I'm sorry, Acro. Yay! We did it! Unlock successful. Thank goodness I can get some health back. It's just like you said. You know, the accident. Did someone die? No, but it would have probably been better if he had. What? How would that have been better? He's still alive, but when he got bit, he suffered massive brain damage. He'll never recover from the coma that he's in. Coma? All he does now is lie in his bed at the hospital, and that's all he's ever going to be able to do. I see. How is he related to Acro? He's his brother. Oh my goodness! Acro's brother is in a coma because he got bit on the head. Can I guess his name? Bat? Is it Bat? Huh? The person who got bit was Acro's brother. I mean, oh wait, no, Acro's real name is Ken Dingley. They were an acrobat team of brothers, Acro and Bat. I'm killing it! Oh, I'm so right, Acro and Bat. Anyways, they were an incredible team. Acro's brother Bat. That is incredible plot. Game of the year, every year. Who is Acro's younger brother? Sean Dingling, but everyone else called him Bat. He fell in love with Regina. Trying to win her love was his downfall. Everyone seems to fall in love with Regina. 6 months ago, while we were practicing, all of a sudden Bat blurts out, "Let me perform with Leon." Why'd you do that? I don't know, but that's what caused the accident. I'll never forget that moment. It was so strange. Leon had the weirdest look on his face. He was smiling. You mean Leon? Yes, Leon. When he bit down, he was smiling. Oh my goodness. Some sick grin. No way! That's impossible! A smirking lion? A flying murderer? Why does it seem that it's always Mo who catches all these incredible events? Nick, can lions smile? We never told the police about the incident. The circus would have been shut down if we had. Oh my goodness. The next day, the ringmaster took Leon out and shot him with a rifle. But that's what really happened. Well, you guys were so serious. What was I supposed to do? I had to tell you. But all this truthfulness has put me in the mood for a burger. Here, you two have some pepper. There he goes again, acting like his normal crazy self. Achoo! Achoo! Nice, what a wonderful sneeze. Oh, you think so? You sneeze with pepper and step on a banana peel. That's basic clownmanship. Girlie, I know you got to understand that. Nick, I think I'd make a good clown. I think you would too. Other than Regina, I've never seen a cute sneezer. Does Regina sneeze with pepper too? She does. Bat would always tease her with pepper. But, from my point of view, those two always look so perfect together. Regina. And always teased her with pepper. I like Regina, just never mentioned him. They look perfect together, huh? Oh, okay. Let's go see Regina. Hello. Oh no. What if I present back to her? She is not. Wait, I'm gonna read that again because that was actually so funny. What do you think about this person? Sorry? I've already given my heart to another man, so I'm not interested in enrolling in your dating service. Huh? I just wanted to know if you knew this person. Oh my goodness, still in a coma. Right, now we should probably be able to do Acro's thingy, because now we know what happened 6 months ago. Maybe? I don't actually know. What do you think of Mr. Dingling? They're not fussed. They actually don't. They don't care. Right, off we go. Hi, Acro. Did you know your brother got bitten by a tiger? I do. Exactly. That's how we're pulling up. Ah, Mr. Wright, back again, I see. Well, he did say I'll be back. Wait, was that someone else? We're back because Acro's hiding why his legs were injured. He was hurt in the accident 6 months ago. It would seem that he knows that we know. Well, it seems you've got things you want to talk about, so fire away. Take that, let's go. We're ready. We're ready to do the psyche locks. There are 3 of them this time, so we've got to lock in. About the wheelchair. Here we go. I have to ask you, how are you injured? I'm sorry, I thought we talked about this. It was an accident that happened during practice. An accident during practice? Yes, unfortunately acrobats are prone to all sorts of injuries. He's lying. If that were the real cause, he'd have no reason to keep it secret. Acro, are you really telling me that a practice accident was the cause of your injury? No, it's the lion. Leon, 6 months ago, you were attacked by the lion. That's when you were injured. 1. Here we go. I know I'm on the right track. I just need to keep going. You're saying that I was attacked by a lion? That's what I'm saying. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright, but I'm an acrobat. I'm no animal tamer. If a lion was coming at me, I'd be running for the exit. Okay, maybe attacked is not the best word to be using. So let me rephrase that as battled the lion. You seem to enjoy telling jokes. Why would I decide to battle a lion? Because your brother. You had to fight to save someone. Your brother! Pat, it was a shame what happened to your brother 6 months ago. You tried to save him, didn't you? And that's how you got that terrible injury. That's 2. Mo, he must have told you. Yes, we learned about Bat from Mo, but he didn't mention anything about you in regards to the accident. I suppose it was just a slip of the tongue on his part. That's how I figured it out. A slip of the tongue? Anyways, they were an incredible team. Cut down together in their prime. Cut down together because they both got injured. Cut down together. That was where he slipped, and that's how I figured it out. You two ended up at the center of the same accident together, like always. There we go. It's in the notes. I see. But an accident is an accident. It wasn't anyone's fault. I still haven't broken Acro's last psyche lock. This must be one incredibly deep-seated secret. It wasn't anyone's fault. Do you care to explain more? Acro, I know you were still hiding something from me. Maybe someone you don't seem to like much is the reason you're being evasive. Regina! Take that! Regina, you always seem calm and collected until you start talking about her. Saying things like she's cruel. Well done, Mr. Attorney. You've got quite a set of eagle eyes. You know, her tiger tried to attack me. Rita tried to attack you? Twice. He wasn't serious, I'm sure. You're not trying to insinuate that I believe she spurred on Leon to attack Bat, are you? Leon was never taught a command to attack people. Regina isn't capable of doing anything like that. Besides, Regina had no reason to want to hurt my little brother. Regina and Bat were such good friends back then. But you still hate Regina. I've got proof of it. What? What are you talking about? Oh, maybe I overdid it again. But if I can hand something over to Acro, maybe it'll... Here's proof that you had it out for Regina all along. I am tempted to go with the letter. Because she effectively... I'm tempted to go with the letter. But is that really proof? I'm not sure. That's kind of the only thing I've got. I'm gonna lose all my health if I get this wrong. But I do reckon it's the letter. He was really annoyed about the letter. Let's go. This, where did you get it? Regina posted it on the bulletin board in the cafeteria. Before that, it was in her pocket. Alright, I think we did it. I guess I noticed it was in there around breakfast time. I always take Acro his breakfast in the morning. Yeah, he gave it to her. You wrote this, and then you put it in her pocket. That's right, isn't it? That's right. Well done, Mr. Wright. Boom! Let's go! We slightly unlocked it. Yippee! Look at all that health, ready for me to squander it in the trial. Oh, wait, no, I can do that. I can finally do that option. My legs were injured by Leon 6 months ago. My younger brother Bat had a dare with Regina. Okay. Bat had a dare with Regina. Interesting. A dare? An absurd dare. If I could put my head inside of Leon's mouth like you do, you have to go to the movies with me on a date. Oh. That's insane! Didn't he know how dangerous that is? We all thought he was being stupid too. But that lion was very old to begin with, and age brought with it countless experience in doing that very trick. Unfortunately, this particular time, I guess Leon wasn't ready or willing. And that's when the accident happened? He just wanted to take her out to the movies. Poor Bat. When Leon chomped down, I jumped towards him. Then Leon attacked me and that's how I ended up. What about Bat? He's still in the coma. I went to the hospital yesterday to visit him. I see. I'm still waiting for him to open his eyes again. And that's the reason why I keep going. Bat and Regina. They were such great friends. Oh yeah, I wanted you to take a look at this. What is it? This is the scarf my brother was wearing when Leon attacked him. Gross! It's covered in blood! This scarf. It was a present from Regina to my brother on the day of the accident. No! When he did it, he looked like he was smiling. He? Leon, obviously. Oh! When he bit down on Bat's head, the expression on Leon's face looked like a grin. No! It must have a smell in it or something. Nick! I know, Mo said the same thing. What do you think it all means? I'll be taking that scarf if you don't mind. Miss Von Karma, I've already heard everything, so hand over the scarf. But the scarf is evidence in the trial. That is for me to decide. I think we should begin our preparations now, Acro. Preparations? I've served a summons to Acro to appear in court tomorrow as a witness. Acro will talk more at the prosecutor's office. Acro, a witness? Come, Acro, let's go to the office. Yes, ma'am. Now what do we do, Nick? How are we going to handle tomorrow? Don't worry about it. I'll figure something out. Look at you, all full of confidence. You must have found something you can use. This is all beginning to come together now. Is it? Is it all going to come together? Are you sure? Alright, to be continued, let's go. Okay, let's go. We're moving. Part 4-1, trial. Good morning, Max. Oh, yeah, good morning, sweeties. You don't seem like your usual sparkling self today. I'm always like this before I go in front of an audience. I'm working up to it. Don't get nervous, Maxie. Here, have a glass of milk. Regina. How fabulous. My sweetie pie princess. You came to watch my performance today. Of course I did. Mo told me that I should come and watch this. Mo said that? So, what kind of performance will you put on today? Let me guess, you'll fly at the end? It's not that kind of show. Isn't that right, my sweeties? Huh? I think my sweetie pie princess doesn't. Yeah, she doesn't seem to realize what's going on, or even where she is. Well, Max, it looks like it's time to raise the curtain. I'll see you later. Today, I'm just a member of the audience. Fabulous. Enjoy yourself out there. Good luck, Max. You're the best. Regina's different, don't you think, Nick? Top of the morning to you. Everybody, let's get ready to get stuck in legal limbo. How low can you go? Mo. Top of the morning to you, Governor. Top of the morning? That's a ticket. Attacking today starts with energy in the morning. The early bird gets the worm, but then again, worms lack higher brain function. Oh dear. Here, Max, I brought you a present. Have some milk. Oh my, thanks. So how are you today, Wright? Well, I've got the feeling that today I'm going to face off against the real culprit. You mean Acro? Huh? You think he did it? Be careful. He's used to putting his life on the line. Literally. He's got guts to spare. If all I've got to worry about is how thin the tightrope is, I'm used to it already. It just means that I won't be able to press him like I can other witnesses. What are you going to do then, Nick? I guess today we'll just have to do without our usual psychological warfare. Today we rely on evidence. It's the only way we'll get past Acro and the truth. Worm is going to kill Mo. Apparently, yes. Oh dear. Evidence. You're right, but it's going to be tough. Anyways, I wanted to make sure that Regina sees it all today. It's important. Then she'll finally have to deal with the reality of what happened to her father. Oh. That's in red. It's a big deal, right? You want us to make sure Regina watches? Yes, that's why I brought her here to court today. What's that supposed to mean? She needs to know that when people die, they don't just become stars. I may be an old-fashioned clown, but I don't believe in people becoming stars. All right. In the courtroom, let's go. Court is now in session for the trial of Maximilian Galactica. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, Miss Von Karma, you may proceed with your case. The prosecution would like to revise its previous theory of events. What's the meaning of this? We've discovered a new witness, or shall I say, a new eyewitness. One that saw Maximilian Galactica fly off from the scene of the crime. Order, order! I had a feeling something like this would come up. Due to this revision, we are now prepared to explain how the defendant flew that night. An explanation the prosecution will present if the need so arises. In fact, my detective stayed up all night creating a mock-up of the scene on my orders. Poor Gumshoe. I know, right? Very well, please call your witness to the stand. Time to get to work, or shall I say, time to walk the courtroom tightrope. Name and occupation. Ken Dingling, but everyone calls me Acro. I'm employed as an acrobat at the Very Big Circus. Where were you the night of the crime? I know, Gumshoe's going through it. Hello, Taiwan, by the way. I hope that you're well. I was in my room that night. If you look at the map, you will see the witness's room is near the crime scene. My room's on the 3rd floor. The crime scene is below my window. The night of the crime, the witness saw something quite shocking. Would you tell us what you witnessed? Okay. Here we go. It was just after 10 PM and I was resting in my bed. Around that time, I heard a large thump noise from outside the window. Then, a few moments later, I saw someone flying right by my window. It was Max Galactica. I only saw him from behind, but that's who it looked like. Hello! I hope that you're well. Alright, to be honest, when I saw that, I thought I was dreaming. This witness's testimony matches up exactly with that of the clown. If that's the case, there is very little the prosecution need add. All that's left is to explain how the defendant disappeared into the sky that night. Hold it. Before we get that far, I'd like to cross-examine the witness. A foolish choice by a foolish fool who wishes to feel the foolish sadness of a sad fool. A man must know the proper timing for things, Mr. Felix Wright. Just like your old friend, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, did. Don't you bring him into this. Mr. Wright, do you have a problem with the witness's testimony? In the words of Miss Von Karma, may I quote yesterday's proceedings? There's no way that actually happened! Very well, you may proceed with your cross-examination. Okay, but apparently I can't, like, press him. The light in your room was turned off then, right? That's true. I was going to bed after all. So with the lights off, you were still able to clearly see a human fly by your window? The safety lights lit things up enough for me to see, but honestly, there was only enough light for me to see the silhouette outside my window. It was the person's back, so I couldn't see the white roses on the front. Did you see any of the other symbols? I clearly saw the silk hat, as well as the cloak wrapped around his body. I'm convinced that the person I saw was Max Galactica. The more I press him, the less results I seem to get. But maybe there was something fishy with his latest bit of testimony. There is a huge contradiction with the testimony that was just given. Sure there is, I'm just pressing up for fun. If there's a contradiction, then prove it with evidence. She's right. Let's see some evidence. Do you have any evidence to support your claim of a contradiction? I don't know, I'm just messing around. I'm just messing around, gang. He said... Hang on, where's the map? He said that he saw him fly by the crime scene. And that there were no lights, but then there were safety lights. That's not something I have stuff about. He said he saw the hat and the cape. How did you find the hat at the crime scene then? I mean, I have the bust, but like, that's not useful right now. If I say no, it's quite bad, isn't it? What did he even say? He was like, oh yeah, I was in bed. I saw a silhouette outside my window, flying. And it was totally Max, blah blah blah. Let me read some stuff. Yeah, jumped from the lodging and dissipated to the sky, passed right by his window. That's what like the other stuff we had was. I think it's too early for the bust. I think the bust will be useful to show the shape, but I don't think it's useful now. I don't know. I have to present something. My stock, should I have said I don't have anything? I'm not sure. Maybe I don't have anything yet. I know I definitely have stuff I want to use in the future. Like I want to say, oh, the silhouette is because of the bust, but I can't really say that. I don't think I can do the thing with the hat because did he have the hat? Ordered the hat. You claim to have seen the exact same thing Mo saw that night. Do you stand by that? What do you mean? The silk hat. Okay, it was the hat. Lovely. What about the silk hat? I saw it on Max's head as he flew by my window. Well, you should have tried looking down out of your window that night. That would have been quite difficult considering the state that I'm in. Just looking outside of the window was a tough enough challenge for me. That's a shame, because you would have noticed the silk hat found on the scene. That's the ringmaster's hat, right? Afraid not. No matter how you look at it, this is Max's silk hat. Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Are you saying that Max has two silk hats? No. This is a handmade, one-of-a-kind model made only for Maximilian Galactica, which means, Acro, that you've been fibbing on the stand. Order, order! As always, it looks like someone just had to open their mouth before thinking. Are you okay, Nick? Well, I opened my big mouth, and now I have to back it up. How about it, Mr. Wright? What would cause this witness to commit perjury in this court today? Well, it's either that he has a grudge against Max, or that he's the real culprit. I'm gonna go... Literally everyone commits perjury in this court, I know. Well, I don't think he really has a grudge against Max. Your Honor, on this occasion, the defense accuses Acro himself. On this occasion? Accuses Acro? What in the world are you accusing him of? Obviously, we accuse him of the murder of Mr. Russell Berry. Mr. Wright, are you serious? Deadly serious, Your Honor. Hahaha, I think your trips to the circus have served you well. You seem to have learned how to try and grab at an audience's hearts and minds. Your Honor, don't allow yourself to be swayed by theatrics. Trying to wow the crowd of smoke and mirrors is the oldest bluff in the book. Really? If you don't believe me, just look at the witness. I don't think he cares. He's calm enough for it to almost be scary. He has stayed rather calm and collected. Mr. Dingley, do you have any response to the defense's accusation? I don't really need to say a thing, do I? What do you mean? Everyone, take a good look at me. I can't even stand up by myself, let alone leave a lodging house. That's true. I understand that Mr. Wright is just trying to help his client. But to do this by accusing me of a murder of all things... I don't think that was the right answer. See, even a sliver of common sense makes it clear the accusation is ludicrous. She's right. Way to pick on the disabled, you heartless cruel man. See that, Mr. Phoenix Wright? If you're trying to drum up support from the peanut gallery, that's how you do it. I think that's enough of this little game. I've got a doctor's note to confirm that Acro is unable to stand under his own power. Maybe the defense is planning on making the claim to counter this as well. I can hear the defense now. Acro had an accomplice. Yeah, sure. Why not? It's impossible for Acro to be the murderer in this case. If that's the case, then it's natural for one to consider possible accomplices. You don't say. Not good, not good. This isn't going to end well. Don't tell me you think you're going to get off easy. What? You must not have heard that sound just now. Maybe it wasn't clear enough. The sound of you falling into your own trap can be hard to notice sometimes. Mr. Wright, it seems as if you won't be stopping at Acro, but will be making other accusations. If Acro did not have an accomplice, things are not looking good for you. I understand, Your Honor. Very well, let's continue. Who, perchance, would happen to be Acro's accomplice? I don't know, I'm just making stuff up. This is not very good. I am really just making stuff up. Or is that my list of people? Yeah, I think it's Gumshoe. I think I've got it all wrong. I don't think I'm doing a good job. At all. But it's too late now. I have to keep going until I get game over, right? You on earth would be Acro's accomplice? Oh, Mo, because he's involved in it. Why not? You don't say. Uh-oh. This is suddenly looking very, very bad. Don't tell me you think you're going to get off easy. What? Oh, did you hear that? Hear what? The sound of you getting caught in your own trap. What a splendid accomplice. I'm sure this accusation is built on a solid foundation. I'm really harnessing the Phoenix Wright spirit of bluffing. I'm making my own case right now. Foundation. Yes, Mr. Wright. Do you have any proof that this person you've accused was indeed an accomplice? Not really. I'm just making stuff up, really. You know. How do I get out of this? I'm kind of stuck. I made a mistake like 3 dialogue options ago and it won't let me get away from them. I know it's wrong because it's saying this person you've accused and stuff like that. Can I just take the L and go back? Can I just start the day again? I didn't get that far. Surely I could just start the day again. I might do that. I don't think I should have said that I'm accusing him. I think I should have said that he has a grudge. Because everyone has a grudge against Max. Ugh! Okay, fine. I'm going to restart it. I think it was just messed up. Okay, I don't think that's right. I actually do not think that's right. It's okay. I have a save from the start of the trial. We didn't get very far in the trial. But like I can't make more stuff up than I did there. Surely that was the most making up I've ever done. Alright, let's mash. Mash. We do a little mashing. Now I need to save when we get in so I don't have to watch this again. Alright. So much mashing going on. Okay. If everyone's enjoying the speedrun of Ace Attorney featuring me mashing. Because I picked one option wrong. I really wanted that scarf. It was going to be such good evidence. Francisco wouldn't let me have it. Okay, we're in. Right, let me save. I'm going to do more saving. Alright. Off we go. Alright, we're nearly there. Alright, we know all this, It's not, this is totally the first time we saw all of this, right? 100%. Okay, can I save now? Yes, I can. Okay, great. We're saving. Okay, we're so back. I heard a large thump noise from outside the window. Then a few moments later, he saw someone flying right by his window. It was Max Galactic. I only saw him from behind, but that's who it looked like. Okay, let's go. Before we get that far, okay, let me save here again. Okay, we did all that, boom, okay. Right, cross-examination time, let's go. Okay, well, that wasn't too painful to get back. Are you sure it was a human being? It could have been a mannequin, or perhaps a large action figure. Well, setting aside the possibility of a mannequin, an action figure is plausible. You have no need to mince words, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Testify to the truth and only the truth, just as if we were there with you that night. I believe it was a human. Damn, I just strengthened his testimony. I wonder if Axo's statements— okay, I was gonna say there's nothing wrong for now. Nothing, Your Honor, till I can find a clear contradiction. I should tread lightly. That's what I was not doing. I was not treading lightly. The light in your room was turned— okay, this is the bit with the light. That's true, I was going to bed after all. So with the lights off, you were still able to clearly see a human fly by your window. The safety lights lit things up enough for me to see. But honestly, there was only enough light for me to see the silhouette outside my window. It was the person's back, so I couldn't see the white roses on the front. Did you see any of the other symbols? I clearly saw the silk hat, as well as the cloak wrapped around his body. I'm convinced that the person I saw was Max Galactica. The more I press him, the less results I seem to get. Maybe it was something fishy. There was something fishy, it was the hat. This is true. This is correct. There is a huge contradiction in the testimony that was just given. If there's a contradiction, then prove it with evidence. She's right. Let's see some evidence. Do you have any evidence to support your claim? Yes, the hat. You claim to have seen the exact same thing Mo saw that night. Do you stand by that? What do you mean? The silk hat. Okay, we can bash past all this. We did the hat. And I just need to be careful on the next bit. As always, it looks like someone just had to open their mouth before thinking. Are you okay, Nick? Well, I opened my big mouth, and now I have to back it up. How about it, Mr. Wright? What would cause this witness to commit perjury in this court today? So it's either— well, not that he was dreaming. I don't think he was dreaming. I think it has to be the first one. But let me save here so I can save at the options, so that I don't mess it up again. Okay. Does he really have a grudge against Max? Everyone has a grudge against Max. Perhaps it is because Agra has a grudge against the defendant, which is why he is trying to frame Max? Ow! Why me? What'd I do? Never get your fat head in the way of a wit bent on finding justice. Mr. Phoenix Wright, I have no interest in your silly little theories. He has a grudge against the defendant, huh? You wouldn't happen to have proof of that. Well, that's the thing. Mr. Wright, thanks to you, I got my head lashed by Miss Von Karma's whip. I don't like getting hit for nothing, so how about you answer with an explanation? Are you okay, Nick? Well, I opened my big mouth, and now I have to back it up. Okay. Okay, but I get to go back. So we have to put that he was dreaming. It's obvious that what actor saw, he didn't actually see at all, because it was a dream. So you plan on writing off all the inconvenient facts as nothing but dreams? Maybe you should pinch your cheeks and see if you are actually awake. Ow! I think your whip proved this isn't a dream just fine. Mr. Wright, how about you provide an answer that actually explains things? Oh dear. Oh my goodness! So that was the right answer! Unless I wasn't meant to say something here. Maybe I was not meant to say something here. There was a future dialogue box. So I'm on the wrong one. Because if I pick the real culprit one, there was a future dialogue box that was— no, I was right. I was right that he was dreaming. I was right, but then wrong later. Oh, in the real culprit one, do you mean? Because yeah, I said accomplice. Yeah. So do you mean I was right in saying real culprit? Okay, that's fine. Gotcha. All right, that's fine. All right, let's mash through this. We did all this. Blah 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 blah. Okay, fine, makes sense. Because the others just are like looping back. So. All right, makes sense. Sometimes it's a bit of a maze, right? He's chilling. He's vibing. He doesn't really care. Been accused of murder in the court. Oh, the accomplice! I was making up an accomplice, wasn't I? No, he didn't have an accomplice. Now then, this must be when we get to hear the name of the mystery accomplice. Not this time, Von Karma. What? You're not going to sucker me into this one. What are you blabbering about, Mr. Wright? There was no accomplice. Acro planned and committed this murder all by himself. Hasn't he got strong arms? Can't he, like, lift a box and... Order, order! What are you getting at? Way to keep them on their toes, Nick! Now I'm going to have to prove how it all fits together. I have to show how Acro murdered Russell Berry. Can you do it, Nick? Can you really do that? I know what I can't do. I can't stop now. If I stop attacking, I'm doomed. Alright, then let's do it. Mr. Felix Wright, if this witness is the killer, then his eyewitness account is all lies, right? Mr. Wright, I'd like you to clear something up for me. When the crime was committed, exactly where was Mr. Dingling? Couldn't he have dropped the box on his head, like, from up here? He totally could have done that. He was obviously here the entire time. That's Acro's room. Pretty simple, huh? Acro wasn't able to leave the lodging house by himself. In that case, there could be only one correct answer. Acro didn't leave his room to kill the ringmaster. What? Are you nuts? What say you, Mr. Dingling? It's an interesting theory. That's it? Considering that what you propose is impossible, yes, that's it. Why is it impossible? Do tell. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? As the witness has stated, your assertion is impossible, as he is in a wheelchair and there is no way he could go into the scene or be the killer. You got a point. It seems you've forgotten once again, Mr. Felix Wright. The defendant was clearly spotted at the scene of the crime. That's true. It's the bust. Mo said that he saw Max, didn't he? Didn't they just pull him? Couldn't he just like pulled him up? But Maya, it's still impossible for humans to fly. Do you mind if I ask a question, Mr. Wright? What is it? I understand some of your logic. However, how do you think that I killed him? If I can't leave my room, I obviously couldn't wear Max's costume. How did he do it? That's the next course of this legal buffet. Be careful, Nick. If you mess up here... She's right. I can't mess up here. I've got to give this one some serious thought. Alright, let me save here. So we're fine now. Let me save. Right, good. I'm sure that Acro killed the ringmaster, and he did it while he was in his room. No doubt about it. Time to enlighten us to how Mr. Dingling committed the crime, Mr. Wright. I think he dropped the box on his head. But that's me. I don't know if I can right now. If I say can't present evidence now, I don't think that's right. I'm going to present some evidence. So what did Mr. Dingling use to commit the crime of murder against Russell Berry? I think he used the big box. Either that or the bust. Oh no, it has to be the bust because the bust is missing. What's that? A picture? Yeah, the bust is missing. It can't be the box. It has to be the bust. It is indeed. The problem is with the item that's shown in the picture. The bust? It's quite a large bust, and because it is life-size, it is also very, very heavy. Heavy? I think that's it. And then he could just pull it back up and it will look like he's flying. Heavy enough to guarantee a certain death, especially if it was dropped from a third-story window. Ah! See, this is how Acro was able to kill the ringmaster, with the force of gravity and Maximilian Galactica's ample bust. Words I didn't think I would be reading today. Order, order! So, you're saying the bust fell onto the ringmaster? A rather simple crime. Even if you were stuck in a wheelchair, it would be incredibly easy to commit. How could you possibly wheel a wheelchair with something so heavy? It's impossible. Well, Acro is an acrobat. Okay, let me add this objection. There we go. Did I put exclamation mark objection in the stream title? I did. I'm so good. Alright, let's go. He should have more than enough upper body strength to carry something like the bus. There was a hint. There was the fact that he had all those dumbbells in his room. Right, I thought it was a hint. Mr. Digling, how do you respond to these charges? Well, Acro's at a loss for words. He should be. He knows that I'm getting close to the truth. I'd watch what I'd say if I were you, Mr. Felix Wright. What? Your Honour, the physical health of the witness is material to this case. I demand that we get proper testimony from the witness himself. Testimony you say? Von Karma. She's just using this testimony as a rouse to stall for time. Objection! There is absolutely no need for such testimony. Let me add another objection. We're on 106, my goodness. Objection! The defense has advantage of the murder. The prosecution has the right to respond. The defense's objection is overruled. Why can't he see things my way once in a while? Mr. Digling, I'm sorry, but we need you to testify about your physical condition. If you have any doubts about your ability to testify, we can request expert testimony. The witness will have no problems. However, let's all be respectful towards him. Thank you. Ah, that woman will sink to any low to win a case. He has dumbbells in his room. I suppose I could have lifted something the size of that bust. I have a strong upper body from working as an acrobat, and only my legs were injured. However, lifting the bust and looking out the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. That makes it impossible for me to have known the location of the ringmaster's head. Thus, it would be unrealistic for me to drop the bust on him, don't you think? I have no doubts in regards to this witness's testimony. It was impossible for him to lift the bust and stick himself out far enough to look. Not to mention that he could not have known the location of the ringmaster's head. A single false step would have led to even more severe injuries. That's what I was thinking. What is your opinion on the matter, Mr. Wright? I'd still like to proceed with my cross-examination. He's simply stalling. It's shameful, really. I can't let it get to me. I've got to focus. Okay, we know that he's got upper body strength. Hold it. Have you ever lifted up the bust before? No, I've never actually lifted it up with my own two hands. But I should get to it, don't you think? I can't let money outdo me on this. Money? That crazy monkey has lifted Max's bust before? Ooh. Please continue with your testimony, Mr. Digling. And why is that? Because if I were to do that, I'd end up falling out the window myself. I still haven't gotten much feeling back in my legs yet. So you couldn't have thrown that bust out of the window. How long do you think your recovery will take? You have to remember that my nerves are severely damaged. I'm currently undergoing some extremely intensive rehabilitation, but it's still going to take a while before I'm back to 100%. Let me remind you of another very important point. If the witness was carrying the bust, he would not be able to see out below the window. Why do you say it would be impossible? Allow me to explain. You accept that if I was carrying the bust, I couldn't see out below the window. Thus, there is no way that I would know the location of the ringmaster's head. Well, I suppose you've got a point. Hey, Nick! Huh? What if you turn things around? Maybe if you think of it sort of like this. If he knew the location of the ringmaster's head, then he could drop the bust. That does make sense. If only I could prove somehow that he knew where the ringmaster was. That Acro knew the location of the ringmaster's head without looking down. I think I've already explained things sufficiently. If all he had to do was drop it, then it wouldn't have been a problem at all. If all I had to do was drop it, you're right, I could have done that. However, there is no way I could land a direct hit on the ringmaster's head. So that kind of makes your theory a bit pointless, doesn't it, Mr. Wright? Acro is strong enough to lift up the bust. The main problem is how he could have aimed for the ringmaster's head. I wonder if he used some kind of tool to aim for the ringmaster. That's a ticket, Nick! Show them what you got! I have to be careful. I have to find something that fits perfectly with the case. I don't remember us finding any sort of tool, but maybe we overlooked something. kind of tool. To know where the ringmaster's head is. I mean, all we've got is like... The thing that was outside is the big box, right? Interesting. Interesting. Some kind of tool. Very interesting. Some kind of tool that he used. I mean, it couldn't be the footprints, could it? It couldn't have been the footprints. Because, again, he would have had to look, and he can't, like, look out the window. If he knew the location of the ringmaster's head, then he could drop the bust. That does make sense. Alright, if only I could prove somehow that Acro knew the location of the ringmaster's head without looking down. That's the important thing, right? Without looking down. Without looking down. Some kind of tool to aim for the ringmaster. We need to find something. There's Max of his trophy. Head was. What a hint. It's not helping me at all. How would he know? I was thinking like Max mentioned that there were invisible wires to help it fly, but like we don't have that. All we have is that the note says to meet in the plaza, right? So like, but that doesn't say that we know, you still need to know the exact location of the guy's head, right? Just knowing that, oh, he's gonna be in the plaza at 10 PM is not enough. Unless, if we look at the map. No, we don't know, because the plaza is just like, it could be anywhere. He could be standing ages away from his window. That's kind of all I've got. Besides, that note was meant for Regina, not for... That note was meant for Regina, not for the ringmaster. Oh my goodness, I'm actually lost. I definitely agree that if he knew where it was, he definitely could have dropped it. Because I was saying even before we got to this testimony, oh, he could have dropped it out the window. But that would explain the no footprints and all that. But I don't know how he would know, like, where to drop it. Unless he used the box as a reference, you know what I mean? Like, the box was just there. Because what else do we know about the box? We know that the box was there. Maybe the hint is that his brother loved pepper or some nonsense, right? All we know is that he was found over that box. Because the box could be a tool in that case. Let's try it. Acro, you didn't really need to lean out of the window, did you? What are you driving at, Mr. Wright? You already knew ahead of time. Oh, I did it. I think I actually did it. Oh my goodness. You already knew ahead of time where the ringmaster's head was going to be. Quite precisely, I may add. Your silly hinting at things is pointless. Mr. Phoenix Wright. Enough stalling. How about you show some evidence? But I did such a good job hinting. Yes. Hurry up and explain things, Mr. Wright. Maybe you should take a look at this. The key point here is the wooden box. The same wooden box that the victim was found hunched over. The same. The question is, who placed the wooden box here? Who? When Ben and company saw the ringmaster, they didn't see him holding the box, which means that this wooden box was already placed at the scene of the crime. I have to admit that your theory makes a lot of sense. The moment that the bust came falling down was exactly the same moment that the ringmaster lifted up this wooden box. Which means that the answer to all these questions is now crystal clear. You mean if the bust were to fall upon the point marked out by the wooden box, there would be no way that it could miss the head of the victim. Okay. We got it. We found the tool. I mean, that's like the only thing there, right? No. Order! This is unbelievable! Finally, some of these loose ends are starting to tie themselves up. Now I just gotta keep going, and there's only one way to go from here, forward. So the next question I have is, who placed the wooden box at the scene? Right, let me save. That's actually a good time to save. It was Mr. Dingling, of course. He connected it to a rope, and then all he had to do was lower it down. Ow! Allow me to whip some sense into you. Mr. Phoenix Wright. Oh my goodness. The ringmaster's head could have been anywhere when he lifted the box. That's why the box was so specially made. Specially made? Indeed. It had the most peculiar feature. It's a £20 box, but it's got literally one thing in it. It's heavy. The box has a remarkable weight. Weight? According to the court record, it weighs 20 pounds. Just to lift up this wooden box would have required. Oh, I see. One would have to squat down, then lift it up with their body, wouldn't you say? That's exactly what I was trying to point out. The box is also very large. The box also has carrying handles on either side, doesn't it? That is correct. To lift up the box, you'd have to squat down. Which means that no matter who you are, your head would be in approximately the same place. Fool! Alright, we're getting somewhere. Unbothered. Does he even bother to listen to me anymore? I've heard what you've had to say. I must admit, I'm shocked at your imaginative skills. Did you do it? Did you place this wooden box in the plaza? Mr. Wright may have a vivid imagination, but I could never have done what he's proposing. Is he gonna be like, I can't, I'm disabled? What? Mr. Wright, do you recall the original location of Max's bust? I remember where it is. You watch bowlers bowl 20-pound bowling balls, but the pro limit is 16. I didn't know that. Bowling fact. Of course I remember. It was on top of the table in the cafeteria. Then what happened to it? I'd like you to remember one important fact, Mr. Wright. I could not possibly leave the lodging house by myself. Ah, that means... You understand what I mean, don't you? I may very well have been able to drop the bus from my room. However, how would I have gotten the bus from the cafeteria to my room? Okay. Interesting. You see, Mr. Phoenix Wright, explain that. Don't forget, you said there was no accomplice. Monkey. The monkey could have. It's shiny, right? Ah! Tell us exactly how the witness would have carried the bus from the cafeteria. Yup, we definitely have a problem here. But this is no place to get perplexed. I've got to get my wits about me and prove how things happen once and for all. Let me save again. Can never save too much, right? Alright, Mr. Wright, let's hear your explanation. How did the witness get the bus from the cafeteria back to his room? Monkey! Is it shiny? The bust is shiny, right? It's a bronze statue. That looks shiny. Right, we're gonna get the monkey to do it. Monkey. A monkey? Everyone knows Money. He loves shiny objects of any size. Oh, like when he stole the ventriloquist's ring. So, are you saying the witness had a monkey steal the bust? Of course he didn't order the monkey to steal it. The monkey stole it on his own and then brought it back home. Home? Money lives in Acro's room. Acro's room? But the bust was bronze, wasn't it? Bronze isn't all that shiny. Objection! Maybe you should put the whips down sometimes and read the court record. Add objection. My, those are some very nice cards he's holding. Yes, and they are made of platinum, which is very shiny. Ah! Acro! Money is a strong monkey, right? It'd be easy for him to bring the bus back to your room. If he wasn't able to handle that himself, I'd be on the market for a new roommate. Order, order! Well, what professional prosecutor doesn't read the court record? For real. To be fair to her, I don't think it actually said. It just said bronze statue. We just had to look that it was sparkly. Like, I don't think it actually said anywhere. Order! Order! I said order! Miss Von Karma! Where is the bust in question at this moment? I don't know. We're searching for it as we speak. This is a rather strange turn of events. But let's say that the monkey had not stolen the bust. What would have happened then? If the monkey didn't steal the bust. Monkey. Or money in this case. What would happen if he didn't steal the bust? I don't know. I hope Phoenix knows, because I don't. Something else would have been used as the murder weapon. Wait! Then you mean this bust was the murder weapon? Purely by accident? It's possible. Maybe Acro saw Money's mountain of stolen goods and thought to use one of them. Anyways, I think we've more than proven one critical fact. Namely, that it was entirely possible that Acro was the murderer. Moron! Mr. Wright's argument was so circular, I'm still a bit dizzy. However, his argument does hold water. There's no denying that. Ow! Don't seem so flamboozled, especially by this fraud of an attorney. Fraud? You've forgotten the absolute most important thing, Mr. Phoenix Wright. And what is that? You should know! You forgot that your fraud of a magical glide was spotted at the scene of the crime. Ah! There is no reason to doubt the clown's testimony. That's true. How do you respond to that, Mr. Wright? Nick, don't let her beat you now. I won't. This is my chance to turn this trial around. Let me save again. When the murder occurred, there were 2 people at the scene of the crime. One was the victim, Russell Berry, and the other was the murderer himself. Answer this and only this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Who was the murderer the clown saw? The bust? Surely it's the bust, right? It's put me on the evidence page. I'm messing around. He saw Max's... Ow! I asked who was the other person Mo saw on the scene. That evidence has nothing to do with the question. Objection! Au contraire, mon frère. Why are we calling her bro in French? Oh my goodness. It does indeed have something to do with the question. Mo said that he saw Max's silhouette. But he did not actually see the man himself. It wasn't a human being he saw. How is that possible? It's simple, really. What Mo actually saw that night was Max's bust. What are you talking about? Have you tried using your brain at all in this case? The silhouette he saw was wearing a cloak. Objection! There's no reason why you couldn't attach a cloak to the bust. It would be easy to hang one off the cards in the bust's hands. Ooh, okay. Idiot! Who in their right mind would put a cloak on a bust? It doesn't matter who put it on the bust. Just wait a minute now, Mr. Wright. Who put the cloak on the bust? That question is of the utmost importance in this case, don't you agree? Oh, he caught me. Let's have it, Mr. Wright. Who put the cloak on the bust? Oh. Who put the cloak on the bust? Can we call this song the money catching song? We totally can. Alright, who would put Max's cloak on the bust, given that Max's cloak was literally, like, with the ringmaster? Well, we've not got many people as an option, right? I mean, who could have done it? The bust was stolen. When was the bust stolen? The bust got stolen... I've forgotten when the bust got stolen. It got stolen, that's for sure. Well, it doesn't really matter. Because... well, it doesn't have to be Max's cloak. It could have been any cloak. Couldn't we even just say Acro put it? Like, who else is going to put it? I wonder, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Didn't the defendant wear his cloak the entire time he was at practice? So then how did this person get a hold of the cloak? Well, furthermore, how would this person have gotten the cloak onto the bust, I wonder? Because this person was not spotted at the scene. I'm sorry. Oh dear. But she's so nice about telling me I'm wrong, it hurts even more. Ow! The famous Von Karma carrot and whip approach. Who on earth would have put the cloak on the bust? Well, it's either Max or the ringmaster, right? Because Max was wearing the cloak. It could have even been Russell. Fool! Him? You were saying it was the victim himself? Russell Berry? That's what I'm saying. I mean the victim himself, placed the cloak on the bust. Place the cloak isn't really the right way of putting it. Then what would be the right way of putting it, Mr. Wright? Explain yourself. Nick, do you really have a handle on all of this? I'm fine, Maya. I'm finally putting all the pieces together. There's really only one picture I can paint anyways. Alright, so you want to know what really happened that night? Let's step back in time. Acro used a rope to lower the wooden box onto the seat. Then he attached that rope to the bust. and dangled the bust out of his bedroom window, directly above the wooden box. At the same time, the ringmaster told Max to wait in his room and went to the scene. Of course, at the time the ringmaster was wearing Max's costume. Perhaps he didn't want anyone to recognize him that night. But just as he feared, he was spotted at the entrance of the lodging house by none other than the ventriloquist and his puppet, Ben and Trillo. When the ringmaster arrived at the scene, he bent over to lift the wooden box. That's when Acro took his chance and released the rope. Now this is when the magic happens. At the very instant the bust hit the victim, ha! It covered him. Of course. The cape fell off and it covered him. Makes sense. You wait just a second there, Mr. Phoenix Wright. As much as you try, as much as you scheme, this just isn't true. It can't be. It's still a little early to be getting so upset, Miss Von Karma. This circus isn't over yet. What? The impact of the bust on the victim threw the cloak up, which snagged onto the bust. That impact also caused the sound a certain witness heard, prompting him to take a look. That witness was, of course, Lawrence Mo Curls, the clown. Bro, you cannot be serious after our physics works. Look, we're just rolling with it now. We're rolling with it. When Mo looked out his window, the cloak had already snagged onto the bust. Now, having completed the crime, Acro naturally went about pulling up the murder weapon. Of course, he had no idea that Mo saw the bust being raised with the cloak dangling on it. Primarily because in his wheelchair, he couldn't see out of his window. So he just kept pulling. I know this is absolutely can only be written by a drunk person, right? And that's Max flying! It's so cool! And that is how the magical murderer disappearing into the sky came to be. Bro, what? So you see, the only person who could have pulled this off is the one person who was able to drop the murder weapon from above the crime scene. Acro, it could only have been you. Okay. Acro's been playing mind games with all of us. He sure has. But he has come to the end of his rope now. So, what now? You've graced us with a rather long-winded tale. But do you have any evidence to prove that your fairy tale is true? Oh my goodness, we had to have evidence for that? That was bonkers. In this court, only two things matter. The power of evidence and the power of my whip. Don't forget the power of my gavel as well. Mr. Wright, the prosecution brings up a good point. Can we see some evidence? Nick, they say they want evidence. I just explained how there can only be one possible murder method. But there is still something unusual about Mo's eyewitness account. Unusual? A contradiction, actually. Okay, then use that and get out of this jam. I don't know what he's talking about. That's enough talking amongst yourselves. Proceed, Mr. Wright. Present some evidence to the court that backs your claims. I want hard proof that you have unravelled the trick to this magic case. Right, let me... I can't save? Oh no. Oh. Okay, that's the statue. I mean, there's the fact that the pepper was in there. That it's Acro's box, basically. But I don't know if that's, like, relevant, right? They want hard proof that this is the truth, but, like, I wasn't there. They said it was a contradiction in Mo's testimony. But what was even in Mo's testimony? Like, I don't remember. He was saying, okay, it was like, oh, that he saw... he saw two symbols. Oh yeah, he didn't see the roses. He didn't see the roses because it was facing the other way. Where are the symbols? Yeah, alright, that's a good point. The problem is Max's three symbols. You know, the silk hat, the cloak, and the white roses. Those symbols were a problem numerous times during yesterday's proceedings. Yesterday there were 2 contradictions in Mo's testimony. Silk Hat was one, the Wright roses were the other. But the theory I just presented explains all of these contradictions. You fool, do you ever shut up? Max's silk hat was found at the scene of the crime. Oh, we didn't find the cape. We didn't find the cape because it was with the bust. However, remember what Mo said yesterday? He testified that the criminal he saw fleeing the scene was wearing a silk hat. There's only one explanation for that. The silk hat that Mo saw was actually the bust's, because the bust has a silk hat, of course. Got the right shape. Makes sense. If you look at it that way, then he did see the silk hat, well, sort of. Objection! Fine, you've got one, but what about the other contradiction? The other contradiction? Remember what that ventriloquist said in court? He said that he witnessed white roses on Max's chest that night, yeah. But the clown's testimony doesn't match. The clown said that there were no white roses. I'd like to see you try and explain that one away. Can you do it, Nick? Of course, I can explain all of it. What was that? Please recall the incident when the cloak snagged onto the bust. If the cloak snagged onto the bust, what happened to the white roses? They were on the back, weren't they? They were hidden by the cards. Do you get it yet? If the cloak got snagged onto the front of the bust, it was the wrong side, basically. It means that the white roses would end up on the back of the bust. Ah! Which explains why Mo didn't see them. The white roses were not visible because they were on the back side of the bust. Order! Order! This is quite the shocking state of affairs. Mr. Wright's theory still sounds a bit absurd to me. However, let's just keep going down this road for a while and see where it leads. Let's do this, Nick. Then maybe Von Karma will finally throw in the towel. I don't think so. They're not done yet. Well, so much for that theory. Mr. Wright, do you mind? What is it? You took the time to research our circus, didn't you? Well, yes I did. Is there something making you think that I didn't? If you did, then maybe you'll understand why I think you're off track. Why is that? Motive. This witness feels an incredible debt of gratitude towards the ringmaster. He thought it was someone else, right? Anyone of any relation to the circus is well aware of this. He asked Regina to go there. He wants to kill Regina for killing his brother. Thus, there is absolutely no way someone like this would kill the ringmaster. But he didn't know it was the ringmaster. He didn't see. He didn't see. Your Honor, I'd like you to hear Acro's story. Learn about his relationship with the ringmaster and his life up until now. What do we do? There's no doubting that Acro deeply respected the ringmaster. Acro's motive. Oh, come on, guys. Down and slow. It seems that this case isn't over yet. Very well. However, I feel this is a good place to take a break. I will listen to the rest of Mr. Dingling's testimony after recess. This court will now take a 10-minute recess. I know what it is. I know what it is. I'll write a note before I forget. Acro couldn't have known who he was throwing the bust at. I think he was aiming for Regina. In brackets, because he hates Regina. Okay, I'm gonna save, and then we will do part 4 too, and finish the trial next week. I think that is a solid plan. Alright. Let's just put it so there's some music on. Alright, there we go. Well, we shall leave that for next time. Alright, well, thank you so much for watching, everyone. It was lots and lots of fun. I think I am enjoying the conclusion of that case. Now, am I enjoying it because it means the case will be over, or because it's genuinely interesting? I would say a bit of both, because it is quite interesting what's going on now. So yeah. Thank you for coming, Lilu. Absolutely. I feel like I didn't get absolutely walloped. The conclusion's considered pretty good. I think, so here's my theory for next time, and we'll see if I'm right. I think that he didn't know it was the ringmaster. I bet that he thinks it was Regina, because his letter was to Regina. Like the letter that went in the cafeteria. So I reckon that he thought Regina was going to go to the plaza, try and lift the box, and then get whacked, because she's supposedly the one who set up who did 1, the dare, and 2, I bet there's something in the scarf that like made the lion want to eat him. because she gave him the scarf literally the day of the dare. So those are my theories for next time, and we'll have to wait till next week to see if I'm right. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, everyone. Okay, let's see if there's anyone we can raid. I don't know, I think I'm just too tired. I don't know. I think I'll just probably end it here. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, everyone. Schedule. My next stream will be Mario Kart on Friday. And then we'll be doing more Ace Attorney to finish off this case and start the next one, which is supposed to be really, really good from what I've heard. Same time, same place next week. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, everyone, and have a great rest of your week. See you soon.